Hello, hello. Hopefully I'm coming through. I'm on different Wi-Fi than I'm used to, so I don't know how good stream quality is, but yeah, we're gonna try our best here. Um, yeah, I'm joined today by Raiden. Well, I will be joined somewhat soon, hopefully. He's yeah, I think he's searching up he's working on the replays right now. Um, in the meantime, Jatin, I would love to get the correct banner here, but that's all right. Um, yeah, a good reminder, Jen. If you have played in the game being cast, please don't participate in the chat. You're of course welcome to watch, but please don't participate in the chat. Just avoiding spoilers and all that, and the like. Today's plan, we're going to do Meowz versus AL, and then we're going to do EL versus AZ, and then if we have time, slash I'm not too tired by then, because it's pretty late for me here, we are going to do AS versus GAY. And then that'll be all of the first round of 16 matches completed. I'm not sure when the deadline for the next match is, but please get that done. Yeah. Where is Raiden? That is the question. Hope everybody's doing well today. It is all right. Looks like Raiden's finishing up something quickly. Um, How's everybody doing today? I see in the chat we've got oh, hello. I hear somebody join the Discord call. Is that you, Raiden? No? I'm so confused. I can't hear you if it is you. Hold on. Who's joined me? Oh, it is Raiden here. Raiden, I can't hear you at all if you're talking. Um, okay. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I can hear you now. All right. Welcome, welcome. I was attempting to stall while you were getting your things together, but that's all right. I'm glad you're here now. Oh, I realized I totally had you muted on stream. That was my bad. Try talking now. Uh,
Intercaster.
yeah, and I still have you muted. Okay, try again now.
Hello?
Okay,
Is this
all right,
on?
awesome. Okay, cool. I just wanted to make sure.
Sweet.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm a noob. I've only casted like once before. I'm a scrub. Anyways. Hmm. So today we're going to do at least two best of threes. We're going to do Meowz versus AL, and then we're going to do we are going to do EL versus AZ, and then depending on if I'm tired, too tired or not, we can do AS versus GAY, and that'll be all the first matches of the round of 16. So it will see.
Perfect.
You know, it is pretty late for me here, but I'm willing to get through at least two best of threes. So yeah. All right. So are you ready to go?
Which one are we doing first?
We are doing Meowz versus AL first.
All right. What are they? I'm actually wanted to look. Do we have the teams?
I'm sure we'll see them in game. I'm just gonna pull up resonations here.
Sounds good. Let me find these games real quick.
Yeah, no worries. 3 replays. Meowz. Okay, let's get them. Alright.
Alright, I got it.
I'm paused at 0 seconds whenever you're ready.
Yep, we got an Outback, Melioitis, Flowerpunk Immortal, Lucky Alucard, Demon.
Yeah.
That's the right game.
Alright, yep, perfect. That's the right one. Alright, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Alright, so we are at Outback, because that is the first match, or the first map in this best of 3. Let's take a look at the players and their nations. So it looks like we've actually got an exact mirror of nations, so we can just go through the who's playing what. So For AL, they've got Alucard playing Japanese, that's Tier 1, Loki playing Bantu, Tier 2, and Tier 3 Demon playing Tier 3 Nubians. On the other side for Meowz, they've got Flowerpunk, who's playing Japanese, Immortal, who's playing Bantu, and Meliodas? I don't know how to pronounce his name, playing Nubians. So exact mirror of nations. So I guess we could talk about player skill. What do you think? Who's the edge here?
Yeah, I think it's got to be Meowz hands down here. At least from playing with those guys, it's a top 8 team. So obviously you got to give him the edge here. Let's see if AL comes up with anything sneaky or anything maybe unorthodox to try to overcome that player skill gap. But I'm expecting Meowz to have the advantage here, considering, especially considering they're same nations. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't played a ton with any of the Meowz people, but I'm imagining that because of their top 8 status, they are among among the top echelon of players. I'm expecting to see them take this, but we'll have to see. Maybe AL can come up with some nice strategies. I mean, you can do anything. Like anything can happen when you have these nations in the game, especially Nubians. You know, having the nation varies from pretty good to amazing, depending on your rares that you start with. So
true. So let's see what the Nubians players on each side spawn.
So we've got the orange Nubian player, that's Demon. He's spawned with Amber and Silk next to his territory. Those are those peacocks further up. And then the other Nubians player is going to be
Diamonds.
Yeah, still working on their city here, but that's Meliodas. Oh my god.
Meliodas,
yeah, who's far poorer. Does have horses, that's a food rare, which is pretty nice to have, but it has a late city definitely compared to the other Nubian player, who already has their market up. But
does have bison and diamonds though, so give him that.
Yeah, we can talk through the rares quickly. I'm gonna do the trick where I select Demon's market. So for AL, they've got Marble on the top side, Silk and Copper below Great Zimbabwe, Amber, as we mentioned, next to Axum. There's Peacock kind of in the middle there, and then their teammate on the far right, there's Tobacco and Dye next to Nara. And then moving further along to the left side, they might be able to take control of wine and or gems or citrus or Pappy, but those are all kind of exposed. For the other team, for Meowz, they've got sugar, they've got furs, they have salt, kind of. That's a little scary. There's bison, spice, obsidian, cotton, and then diamonds kind of in the middle there, and then as well as horses. Pretty safe to say that Meowz have the better rares by far. What do you think?
Yeah, I would agree too. The Silk is a nice one. If they can somehow get gems, that's pretty clutch on Outback. A little bit of a fun fact with Amber for the Nubians player, they get a plus -20 for their buy-sell rate. That plus 10 does not stack. I think shout out to EL Dave for pointing that one out to everyone one time, but that's not actually a nice bonus as people might think it is.
Yeah.
So yeah, again,
essentially,
Meowz. I didn't know that, but
yeah, essentially the rare is just plus 15 timber, plus 15 wealth, which it's definitely worth to use. I mean, this is like especially when if you saw them right next to it. We can take a look at the other Nubian player currently just sending out the merchants. It looks like one's getting chased away by a citizen from Alucard. That's a nice little touch, but it is being sent. One's being sent to diamonds, and the other one's being sent to sugar. So that's going to be a nice.
Not using bison.
Yeah, not using bison.
Not using bison. That's a knock. Melly, you let me down, bro. Always use bison. Yeah, that's some good harassment on that merchant right there. What's your time at, by the way?
I'm at 342. 342. Yeah, they're target firing it. There are 3 citizens from the team of AL all target firing this merchant. It's at 58 health. It's not going to die, but it's going to deny that merchant, which is, I think Meliodas has realized that's a big issue. That's definitely hurting him a lot.
I think he realized he should have went to bison instead of diamonds.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just a lesson. Everyone in the chat, just saying, always go to bison first, because a bunch of people will beat you up and go to the. See, all right, Immortal pointed it out. Bison. Thank you, Immortal.
It's also this diamond's just very forward, so that's kind of a problem.
Yeah. Always bison. Demon is very far ahead right now. If you look at the score real quick, he seems to have.
He's 400. His score is very high, but he's actually not doing super well from. If you look at the resources, he only has plus 40 food, and he's only putting down his library now. Whereas if you compare Immortal, has plus 60, plus 70, and has his library. It looks like he's going to save up for Mill 1. We took a look at Flowerpunk. He's gone Commerce, my bad. And the other Japanese player, Alucard, has also gone Commerce. Player locations-wise, it does look like it's slightly favoring Meowz. It looks like this middle part of the map is going to be greatly contested by both sides. It looks like we're going to have a front to the left side, near Axum between, like, near Furs-ish, like between this mountain and this trees, and then also on the right side with this diamonds. But I think that's going to favor Meowz a lot because they should be able to rotate fairly easily.
So let's count the mountains here and see if AL's or AZ or she's what AL? AZ?
AL, yeah. So let's see. So for Locky, he's got a plus 6 here, and then probably this plus 5. And then on the other side and then Demon has a plus 5 here, but it doesn't really have a second mountain. I guess could grab this plus 6. Probably will need Civ here if possible, pointing towards like slightly above this tree line next to the plus 6 near Citrus. And then for Alucard, he's got 3 mountains, so he could actually split one with Demon there. On the other side, I think Meowz is floating in mountains. Yeah, they've got a plus 8 here next to Kyoto, a plus 5. There's a plus 8 next to Kielwa, although it looks like it's going to be contested by Demon, who's already put down the city. And then there's a two plus 6s next to Napata, so Meliodas will be fine on mountains.
Both sides look okay mountain-wise. I'm at 555, not to spoils here, but we have a Demon throwing the city down, and we have Immortal moving out with some hoplites.
Yeah, it looks like he has not scouted this city, which is very, very fortunate for Demon. But the hoplites are going to make their way over to that die, which no doubt Immortal knows that the Nubians player is using. The light infantry coming along the left side, and then another light infantry queued up. Probably just going to be really annoying to deal with. Nubians player is already going to go for Mill. Already going to finish up that Mill. The second city is going to finish up, but the raid from the hoplites, I'm at 621. The raid from the hoplites is immediately going to kill a merchant from Alucard. And these light infantry are going to start harassing this woodcutter line of Demon here.
Yep, really, really good play by Immortal here. Trying to slow down, well, I guess, 2 different players at the same time here if we can get those hoplites over to Nara.
Yeah.
Definitely key.
Yeah. He's going to probably snipe Silk Merchant here. Let's see if they can retaliate. It does look like Locky is going to finish up his Demon's going to finish up his barracks. Alucard also has his barracks. Skipped Civic for that. But I think the damage is already starting to get done. I mean, this light infantry is not going to be able to kill this merchant before going off. But this light infantry is just doing whatever. And the hoplite is still running around in the back line near Nara. Let's take a look at what the other Meowz players are up to. Looks like Meliodas has chosen to go Mill over Civic. Already has plus 100 food, plus 95 timber. Japanese player has also gone Mill, no Civic. And Bantu player is just finishing up Commerce now. There's a lot of action early on here. Light infantry is going to snipe this marble merchant. Not sure if that's going to go down, but they're going to contest silver here, or sorry, not silver, diamonds here. Really nice city from Locky. This is going to protect that diamonds. Yep. That's really, really important because if they can hold that, that's an insane rare for them. That's one of their best rares that they have. In fact,
especially that'll help the Nubian player a lot.
Yeah, the Bantu player is actually Locky. He actually doesn't have Mill yet. Everybody else has Mill in the game, but he's the only one without Mill. Going for a greedier build with Science. But the raids on this backside, this light infantry is still being annoying. There's a hoplite still on the back here. Immortal doing a pretty good job microing all their units around. Does look like a couple units, and Flowerpunk also has a couple units here. Does look like Demon is trying to protect himself from these raids. It's actually sneaking, sneaking the Furs Merchant here, Demon. Pretty cheeky play there. Is this merchant going to survive? It is going to survive on 2 HP on the top side. Very fortunate. City going down for Meliodas. He's chosen to go back for that Civ and going to protect Cotton there for his team. He is getting raided with these slingers, but it looks like it's not going to get any damage done. Well, maybe. I don't know. I'm at 836.
Got it. Okay. I'd like to see if Demon goes Com 2 here. I think he should because he has Silk.
Yeah.
Can't click it just about now.
Yeah, he's
max himself out of 150, 150.
Yeah. It's interesting. He's definitely. I think he's taken enough damage that it's a little risky to go for a Calm 2 at this point. I think, you know, if he feels certain that he can get a good rush going with just Despot and Diamonds, I think he should just do that because it feels a little bit too risky at this point, given how much damage he's taken from Immortal. And I think Immortal has definitely invested a good amount. I mean, he's only at plus 80, plus 90 resources-wise. Still needs a lot of food to age up, so I think it could be good to just go straight Despot here. Japanese player on the bottom side, Flowerpunk. He's going to be able to age soon. Needs only 100 more food using sugar. Demon still needs 100 food. Bantu player needs 250 food. There's a small raiding party for the red Bantu player, Locky.
Orange.
And they are going to be able to hold that Diamonds for Ale, so that's a big victory for them. That's going to be taking away one of your opponent's best rares and also getting access to that rare is really, really good. Going to see some raids in the water here. A single bark from Alucard is going to be annoying at the beginning. Looks like we do see a lot of ships pumping out for Demon, who's protecting themselves against a raid from Flowerpunk on the left side. So this game is very packed with action already. Only 10 minutes in, and we've seen a lot of fighting, a lot of skirmishes early on.
I like to see L like taking it to Meowz a little bit here. They're not intimidated at all. I mean, you got Locky on land here. You have a Demon fighting on water. That's definitely really good. Have they scouted the rares in the bottom left to go raid?
No, it looks like they haven't. I was going to point that out, but then I saw this skirmish happening in the middle of the map. Looks like Locky's going to lose some units, but it's going to make sure that tower at Diamonds goes up. Raids in the back still happening. But if you look at AL's vision, they haven't scouted Pappy or Salt or Gems. So,
or Gems.
Yeah, that's a really big deal.
Has anyone scouted Gems? Yeah, Gems is a big one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no. Meow sees Gems. They're just not going for it.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's definitely risky. It's just very far away.
Yeah.
Even using Pappy is a little risky, but if they can sneak it, definitely it's worth it. We do see a lot of players aging. It's going to be Demon, Locky, and Flowerpunk aging. I'm surprised. Let's take a look at Alucard. Alucard is actually the one who's gone Calm 2. He's at plus 150 food, 84 wealth income. That's a really nice eco. Needs a bit more timber to flesh it out, but we'll be able to age very soon. In fact, if Flowerpunk finishes clicking up, that age research will be very cheap. Let's see what the strategy for each of these players is. I mean, like, the rares have kind of evened up. I think it's still in the favor of Meowz here, but they are dragging in score. It's a 60-point difference, which isn't much, but considering their start, I would have expected them to be ahead more.
Yeah, agreed. But honestly, I think Meowz did a good amount of damage. So even though, well, you were saying that you thought that Meowz should be ahead.
Yeah, I was thinking Meowz should be at least even at this point. I didn't think they would be behind in score, but
yeah, well, Immortal put a lot into raiding early. I'm surprised that Melioides is. I guess he was slow, right? Early, he didn't have a city up until 2 minutes.
Yeah.
That wasn't great.
Okay, so let's take a quick look. Let's take a quick look at this left side. So first of all, I want to point out there's 5 heavy infantry in the city for the Japanese player for Flowerpunk in the city of Yamaguchi, already queuing up a 6th. We're going to see a heavy infantry rush at Axum, probably. And then the smaller point, if you look, Demon's totally sneaking this, just hiding out among this Furs merchants. There's 4 merchants here at Furs.
Oh my god,
Demon's just like,
see that?
He's actually going to use it too. That's actually insane. Really surprising. Big mistake from Meowz to let Demon use that, especially as a Nubians player. You know, that is really, really, you know.
Dude, that's just terrible. Yeah, that's
looks like,
not communication. I guess they're just not communicating well.
Yeah, lots of skirmishing on this right side. It looks like Meowz is going to get the slightly better trade, but it does look like Alucard is booming along. He's at plus 150 eco, and it looks like we're going to see a Despot from Demon. Just a straight Despot. Already has that mill too. A tower and a lookout ready for the militia or for the heavy infantry rush that's bound to come from Flowerpunk.
Yeah, what's your time at? I'm at 12:45.
Yeah, I've just reached 12:45. Big water battles here on this left side. 3 barks from Demon are going to chase down this trireme from Flowerpunk, who's using citrus. Demon is using copper as well. I think this is the most fighting we've seen in water in a while. 4 barks on 1 trireme.
Go to Axum.
Yeah, and Axum, there's
moving in, but I think he's fine.
Yeah,
he's got that tower in front of him.
Yeah, I don't. No, I mean it's pretty rough because it's really easy because he sees that like he sees that Alucard has a zillion archers, so he can just rotate over pretty easily. Alucard is going to go for that Senator. Interestingly, I think he should go for Despot and just try to rush here because they are slightly ahead. But they're getting it raided in the back here. There's still some ships just floating around everywhere. A lot of things to keep up with. They're getting raided here by a single bark from Alucard. What's the red Bantu player up to? What's Loki up to? Senate is going down. I'm gonna go for some protective things. And that all those heavy infantry really slowed down Flowerpunk. I mean, it hasn't even gotten a government yet, only at plus 100 eco. And it looks like the game has slowed down momentarily. Just as I say that, another raiding party from Alucard. A bunch of light horses, just they eat these infantry up for breakfast. And Alucard's going to be wisely save them. This is a pretty close game thus far. We're going to see Alucard actually go for Colossus, interestingly enough, while his teammate, the Nubians player, has gone Despot. I'm not sure if that's good communication from their part.
Yeah, I'm not sure why he went Despot on 3. I don't think he needed to. I mean, I guess he has the Silk to go Com 2 later easier, but
yeah,
I guess they have a plan to go. I mean, Red does have some units. He has a couple archers, a couple light horses.
Yeah,
I don't know what the plan is for them, though.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Oh, take a look at the left. Take a look at the left, far left, 1430.
1430. This is a big rush. There are seven
big play right here.
7 heavy infantry, 2 slingers, 2 light horses, and an archer heading straight towards the capital for Loki.
Does not have militia. He does not have militia.
But I think he's actually going to be okay. He will have. He has senators, so he's out of position.
Yeah, he's way out of position. I don't know if he's okay at all.
Actually, no, yeah, you're right. He's gonna lose the cap sack, but he might be able to clean up all of this army. I'm not actually sure if that's like obviously.
He is coming over.
It's gonna be close. He has 5 archers that are all upgraded for Demon. Let's take a look. Where's Loki's army? It's all on the right side. He's really out of position.
That was really good by Demon, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, just preemptively knowing your opponent has made so many heavy infantry, I mean, he's going to be fine. The militia upgrade is coming along for Loki. He's not going to lose his capital at all. This is a huge win for AL here. And there's even a raiding party on the bottom side. 3 barks for Demon. Lovely play from him thus far this game. In the middle of the map, we see Immortal trying to rush at Diamonds, just trying to raid it, but we're going to see Alucard clean that up easily. And all in all, you know, these heavy infantry haven't really gotten anything done. They're out of position, and they're just going to get eaten up, and Flowerpunk's going to be way behind. I mean, he's dragging in score because he's just lost so many units.
Yeah, he's committed a lot to this heavy infantry rush. I mean, if this fails right here, I don't know if there's a way back for Meowz right now.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be up to Meliodas. He's the one who's most ahead. He's gone Com 2, and he's finishing up his Mill 2 now. Yep. That economy is really nice, but the knowledge income's not great. Let's compare knowledge incomes quickly. We've got plus 60 for Meliodas, plus 105 for Flowerpunk, plus 85 for Immortal. On the other side for Demon, plus 85. 85 for Loki, and Loki, they're going to clean up these heavy infantry easily here. All these heavy infantry are going to get milked up for those archers. And then, of course, the Japanese Colossus player, who's still building that Colossus, has only 80. On the backside, there's a ton of raids in the water. AL being really, really aggressive in water. This is the type of thing that we want to see from these teams that, you know, they're seen as the underdogs, but that, you know, this is how you win games. You like continually pressuring the water here has really, really set Meowz far behind. They just have to invest so much in ships continuously over and over and over again.
Yeah, it's been fantastic play from AL all around, honestly. Really impressed so far.
Yeah, looks like
we got a Immortal sieging Capeni right here in the middle.
Yeah. This tower is pretty forward, and this merchant is pretty fortunate to not die. But this army from Immortal's tiny. Where is his army? He has nothing.
It. Yeah.
I think it's on AL to finally be aggressive here, and I think they've got the memo. There's 2 sieges from Demon here. With that Despot, the supply from the supply wagon Despot is pretty helpful. Does look like Demon is definitely behind on knowledge or on his library, but as soon as he gets Science 1, he could go just Com 2 and you know, rack up the really nice eco with that Despot. In the back here, the raid from Flowerpunk escaped to the water, but still going to get cleaned up by all these archers from the Bantu player. Flower Punk just desperately trying to get something done. 5 barks here from Demon. 5 barks.
Take a look in the middle right here. It's Sangam at 1745. Does he see it?
1745. It's an ambush. He does see it now. There's a lookout right next to Flower Punk City. It's going to go for the city of Sangha. I'm at 1748. 2 catapults. 2 catapults. A ton of units. I mean, they have nothing to defend this. Let's take a look. We've got Flower Punk has no units. He's got some in his barracks. He's queuing heavy cavalry right now. Immortal has no units, as we saw earlier, and Blue is very far away. Meliodas is very far away, so this city's going to go down very fast. All of this is so many units. This is such a good play. They still never cleaned up this furs merchant from Demon.
The disrespect, the merchant on top of the capital and sacking it. Damn, Demon's got class. It's got style.
Militia coming along for Immortal. It's way too late.
That's just going. That's
all
just
these
going,
these catapults, these cataphracts are going to do a lot of damage to the back line. The heavy infantry are out of position, and it's going to be a double on Demons. The city is taken. This is incredibly good for Demon, but he needs to keep his army alive or at least get a good trade here. He is outnumbered and his units are out of position. His archers are all on the backside, and they're getting cleaned up by these heavy cavalry. But he's doing a good job sacking all these cities, getting resources, teching up. I would love to see him go hanging gardens here, just to secure because he got that amazing sack. What a great play from AL here. They're really stopping their opponents. On the other side, Loki's making use of the fact that Immortal's gone, and he's completely raiding here. The city of Sangha is taken back, but Demon's going to get away with roughly half his army, and I would say that's well worth it. Drag your opponents well out of position, completely destroy the economy here for Immortal, and allow Loki to just deal a lot of damage on this side. And then we have, of course, we can't forget the Japanese Colossus player who's a ticking time bomb on the right side. Not sure how much longer Meliodas can hold on.
We're gonna have to get that sorted out by if this turns out into best of 3.
Seriously.
Yeah. I don't see a way back from Meowz here. AL is just taking it to them, man.
Yeah, I mean they're just getting slaughtered here. There's a decent ambush from Meliodas. Gonna sneak all these archers into the archers of Alucard, and I don't really know why Alucard's fighting on this right side. He really should be backing off and just waiting for these upgrades, especially considering he has Colossus and his opponent doesn't. Really no need to take this fight. He's gonna lose it pretty soundly. Loses a couple, basically throwing away units there for not particular great reason.
If they do that like 10 more times, maybe Meowz has a way in.
The game is winnable, right, for Meowz. They're not like insanely behind. I mean, I think it is going to be hanging gardens for Demon, who's already getting that up. Demon is Despot, right? He's on a 100 economy. We'll have Com 2 soon, but also needs to go for that mill. I'm at 2015 now.
Does he still have the merchant? He still has the fucking merchant.
Oh my god. How is this merchant alive? He's going to be able to research Mill 3 off of this. How is this merchant alive? In fact, none of Meowz is using this furs merchant. It's just the lucky furs merchant who could. On the right side, it is going to be Immortal pressing because Loki doesn't have a ton of units. Loki's actually really far behind for some reason. I'm not entirely sure why. But Alucard is ready to help him out. He has an upgraded army, not much of an army, but look at Alucard's population. He's at 100 population, 104 population. He has 21 woodcutter camps.
He's 24? Or he's 21?
21, yeah.
Dude, it's called a lumber camp, bro. Make one. Jesus. I mean, I guess you could just flex on him because, whatever, Colossus, but still.
Nice little raid from Demon on this side, and they're still battling out in the water. It looks like Flower Punk has said, okay, you know what? I'm sick of getting raided by all these barks from Demon. I'm just going to mass up a large armada and go take the fight to them. It looks like he's taking a good fight here in the water and has a decently sized army on land. On the right side, it's going to be a double. Immortal's going to get his army pretty much cleaned up by the combined Alucard and Loki armies here. Let's take a look at what the blue player's up to, Meliodas. He has a decently sized army, but he's way out of position. He's not even upgrading his knights yet. He's only at 89 knowledge. Big skirmish in the water here. It looks like Demon's micro, while good so far, is going to be lacking here. He's going to lose some units, but a lovely raid on Pappy here from Demon. Really nice. He's going to take out all 3 of those merchants. And it looks like he did use furs for that Mill 3 research. So That's really funny.
Don't. Maybe they see it. There's heavy infantry right next to it right now. I'm at 2158. Kill it. Kill it. I
Hello?
don't know. I don't
Hello?
know.
I'm at 22 minutes. 22.
At 22. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Nope. Just doesn't see it. Okay. Just gonna walk on by.
Yeah, and Meliodas, he's made the classic mistake of not building a siege factory. Even when you're on the defensive, you need a siege factory because if you don't have a siege factory, your opponent just leaves, and then you're like, okay, what do I do now? Like, I can't walk in with my army. I can't take the city. Like, and I'm too far away to rotate. Like, you're just kind of screwed. But only now he's gotten up a city. We see Alucard going to go for that pyramid, and it looks like that's their win condition. I think AL have recognized that eventually the Colossus player is going to get way too out of control. Here we see a raid on the very left side by Immortal on Copper, of all things. Militia going to clean up that Cataphract, as well as continual sieging from Flowerpunk. Doesn't have a ton of army. I would love to see Locky rotate over and help out Demon there.
And mentioning Copper, going back to the water real quick, I mean, the pressure has not stopped this entire time. I know we're focusing land here, but they are still...
Look at this battle on the right side. There's so many ships here. I have no idea who's winning. I think it's as Alucard winning on this right side, going to clean up all of these unupgraded ships from Immortal, but on the left side, it's going to be Flowerpunk that's taking the fight to their opponents. Meliodas also has a bunch of ships. Okay, there's been a lot of action, so I'm going to quickly... Oh, okay, here we see Alucard on the right side taking a fight with Meliodas. I think he's taking a good fight this time. What did you say? Sorry.
They said they're just screwing around. Go ahead, take a second pair. It's
all
good.
Right,
they're gonna
so
keep doing
we're going to take a
day.
moment to take a look at the chat. Hey, Fatabi, I see Hockey Star, Jadden as before, Mentalist. We see Jofo, who I believe is... oh my god, I'm so blanking. In the meantime, looks like Demon's going to get outnumbered here. He's a lot fewer units than his opponent here, Flowerpunk, and he's going to take a really bad fight here in the middle between his two cities. Love to see Locky go over and help him, but he's way out of position. Really unfortunate. I think if they rotated this is an easily saved fight.
I think Alucard really has to start making something happen sooner rather than later. Flowerpunk is actually... Momo's actually doing some damage to Demon here, or at least... Demon needs to get it together with all these bad fights.
This is a pretty large Japanese army. It's all infantry, but there's a lot of heavy infantry, so...
Yeah. He should be pushing harder here. He's just sieging a random horse tower. I mean, that's kind of whatever, you know?
Yeah, it is a bit of an awkward siege spot, because you want to siege at the capital of Napata, right? But your units have to be way away from your territory. And then also at the city of Zayla, if you siege here, it's really easy for Immortal to rotate over and help. So it's quite awkward. Does look like Meliodas is going to be able to pick off some sieges for free. And actually, he's going to take... It looks like he might be able to take a good fight. These trees really helping out Meliodas on that side. Now, finally, it looks like Locky's here to help out, but I think the damage has been done. I mean, Demon's eco is actually really bad at this point. He's a lot of knowledge and wealth, but it's really suffering. And we can take a quick look at the knowledge incomes, because that's important. We've got 130 for Locky, the Bantu player. We've got 176 for the Nubians player with Hanging Gardens. 189 for the Colossus Japanese player, 109 for Meliodas, the Nubians player, blue Nubians player. The green Bantu player is 126, and the purple Japanese player is 110. So it does look like AL is ahead in knowledge. They are definitely a little bit behind in resources, aside from the Colossus Japanese player, who is amassing a very large army. This pyramid's still going up, and in fact, I think they're... Oh no, okay. It looks like Alucard was just starved for metal because he didn't put down a mine yet. He's going to get up that metal income very fast. But this is a very large issue on the left side from Meliodas. He has a lot of units, and it looks like Demon does not have that many units. Really needs Locky to come over and help, and Locky has answered the call. On the left side, skirmishing still happening in the water. And on the right side, we're going to see a big fight between Meliodas and Alucard. It looks like Alucard might take the win here. He's getting to the back lines with all his cavalry, and Meliodas is not doing a good job taking out these crossbows. So it is going to be Alucard winning this fight against the Nubians player. Maybe they can make some headway on this side. A double on this side for Locky and Demon. They're not going to be able to pick off many units, but they're going to at least drive away Flowerpunk and pick off some free units. So that's a really nice rotation from him. What has Immortal been up to? Immortal has been just booming. I think his units are rotating over finally, but he's very late. Still raids in the water. Single Karak from Flowerpunk and 2 leftover heavy cavalry raiders from Immortal on this left side.
See, how close is Alucard to age 4? Not that close.
He needs like 500 knowledge. I'm at 2620.
Yep. He is. I would have loved to see him drop that 4th city just to get those extra scholars out. He's floating so much gold.
Yeah, I mean, oh my god, plus 300 wealth. I mean,
yeah.
If AL lose from this point, I'm not really sure what to say. I mean, he can make like 10 crossbows from this point. Like, look at his resources. This is absolutely insane.
Yeah, he's floating a lot. Infinite Q, guys. You can do infinite Q. Just bust out a bunch of knights and crossbows and then just ram it down Meliai's throat.
Yeah,
Immortal and
Flowerpunk have said, okay, well, we've realized what the issue is here. We've realized that the weakness of our opponents is on this left side, and they believe they can win this left side. And so it's going to be Demon and Loki versus Immortal and Flowerpunk. Alucard might have to help them because I don't think they can hold by themselves. I mean, this is a very large Japanese army. I mean, look at this. He's maxed out at 100 population. He doesn't have a ton of, his technology, his library is not super great, but if he takes the city of Axum, I mean, there's a lot of trouble.
Yeah, it's really like, so Loki has 105 population. He has a pretty good sized army right there. Between that, the fort, it's just Demon doesn't really have a lot. Like, honestly, I would be, if I was Alucard, I'd be like, hey man, you need some resources,
Yeah.
I'm floating a shit on here, just chilling. So
yeah, I mean, I think army composition wise, it does feel like the
a lot of archers.
It does feel like AL have the advantage because archers on defense are really, really good against all of these pikes. I mean, if you look at mortal
not a lot
armies,
of cavalry, not a lot of cavalry. Yeah, 14 pikes is what I'm looking at.
Yeah, I mean,
they're going in.
They're going in. I'm at 2747 on the right side. We take a quick look. It's going to be Alucard. He's definitely taking control of this. He's at 125 population. He's going to be able to age soon. But it is going to be Flowerpunk and Immortal rushing in. I don't know if this is going to work. I mean, there's a lot of entrenched archers here.
They're going. This seems a little desperate on their part.
Yeah, I mean they need to make something happen here. This is a lovely entrench from Demon, and it's absolute mayhem here. I have no idea what's happening. I don't know who's winning. I think Flowerpunk is getting the slight edge, but he can't reach this backline of all these archers here on this left side and right side. Spies being pumped out for Demon. He's really, really struggling, but I mean, Immortals, look at all these pikemen. Look at how damaged they are. And once those pikemen are gone, the cavalry arrive and they clean up all these archers. The castle's still alive. This city's actually not even reduced yet. I don't think they're going to be able to take the city.
No, they can't.
What a crushing defeat. I mean, I think that's going to be GG. I mean, they can't possibly win on either side now because they weren't able to take the city. They just didn't inflict enough damage. Demon still has a ton of archers left over. Loki has a bunch of... Actually, Loki's lost a lot of units. Maybe they can take the city. If you look at Loki's army, he's at only 91 population. He's really struggling.
Oh, wow, yeah. Where's his army? He's reinforcing right now. It's just taking his time getting over there. So if they moved right now... I don't think so. With the fort there and the lookout...
the fort is going down. There's 2 catapults that have gone unsniped as of yet.
Yeah, if Loki doesn't get there in the next 5 seconds, which he's not going to.
Alucard is aging. He's going to take a big fight in the middle of the map. Very scrappy fight here between Meliodas and Alucard.
Smart fight of Meliodas. Very smart fight. He has to take it now.
Yeah, just nip it at the bud.
Yeah. It's
looks
not gonna work, though,
looks like Loki's just bleeding units. I think they hold this fairly easily if he doesn't bleed units.
Oh, they're going in. They're going in.
It's 29-28. They're going to take it. I mean, they just don't have enough units here from this left side. And it is Flowerpunk going to be a take it. And that's going to be Meowz taking the lead for the very first time. Alucard ages at the exact same time. This is a crushing loss. I mean, I don't really know how they lost this side. I mean, I think if Loki had just much more army, he might be able to hold this side, but this is insanely bad. Now all these archers are going to get cleaned up for Demon, and this is a huge, huge loss. I think Alucard's going to have to go over to that side, and Alucard has lost his whole army. He's at 100 population.
Holy shit. Why did he go with a bunch of Dragoons? Or he has a bunch of horse archers in his stable. Heavy Knights. I think
this game has turned around extremely fast.
Oh, wow. Oh no, the AL throw.
The AL throw. They were playing so well.
They were killing Meowz. Maybe this is just more of an experience thing. I know Alucard's a old player, but like, no, Meowz seems to have better teamwork here.
Yeah, I mean, it felt like Meowz was getting outplayed for the first like 20 minutes, and suddenly the game 25. Yeah, I mean, suddenly the game swung around because Where was Loki's army? He had like no units.
Yeah.
He has a good eco. Where is his army?
I think they just got. Well, it's right there at Mundus, but it's not that big.
Yeah, it did cost Meliodas a lot to keep them alive on this side. Meliodas is doing very well for himself eco-wise, is aging up now. And the Japanese player, you know, had a decent army before, but threw a lot of it away. Could have just waited until the age to siege. But now, I mean, there's a huge problem here. This is a giant combined Japanese and Bantu army. I'm not really sure what to do here. We do see Flowerpunk going to go for that Forbidden City. Let's take a look. Flowerpunk needs a ton of food to age. Eco is not doing super great. For Immortal needs is very close. It can age up now. Pretty decent eco, sizable army as well. Let's see here. Demon is not close to aging. His eco is absolutely terrible. He's only at 64 population, and Loki is. I don't know. He could age, but he needs a lot of food. If Alucard can kill quickly on this side, maybe the game's salvageable, but at this point, Meowz have the advantage, even though they're...
He's going for Zelia. I think he's going to get Zelia.
Yeah, I mean, I'm at 31, 42. Yeah, I mean, this is not how... Miller just can't fight this. He's going to lose this city. And in fact, Loki's like, okay, you know what? Screw my ally. I'm going to go help over on this right side. Which I think is actually not a bad idea. Just drawing attention away from the city on the left. Maybe give Demon some time to recover, but I think Demon's dead. I think they just have to try and fight it out, and they have to try and kill Meliodas and make it a 2v2.
Which they can. He's only got 2 cities, so, you know.
Yeah, I mean...
I wonder if he's going to probably... Is he deleting his Senate? He is. He started the
Razor. But it's not going to be in time. They need him to push on this side now. If you look at the scores, Alucard is carrying his team heavily. He has double his Demon's score. Let's take a look at this left side. We see... Flowerpunk is splitting up his army, doing... I have no idea.
Wait, look at the Forbidden City race. Forbidden City race.
Oh, Forbidden City race?
He did it.
91%. 91% versus 95%. I think it's going to be Demon that takes it.
Oh! Yeah,
it is going to be Demon. He's going to be able to finish up that Forbidden City. That's insanely important because that's going to keep him in the game.
Boom. Oh, that's huge. They're going for Napata.
They're going for Napata. 3 sieges. This is an insanely large army from Alucard. It's going to be Loki that that bites the dust here on this left side. A tower there already.
Are they gonna insta kill? I don't think they can.
No, I don't think they can. I mean, the city. There's too many cavalry here from Meliodas. He's going to clean up all these sieges easily.
Okay, he's hanging on to a prayer here. He's got 1 small city.
Yeah, I mean, Meliodas is barely alive. I'm at 3307 right now, 3307. Alucard is going to take the city. That's a big win for him. All those resources, really, really helpful.
Yep, now he's flowing even more resources. Way to go, buddy.
On the left side...
Kid, dude. Spend some money. Jeez, he's got 3,000 gold almost.
Yeah, Jesus, he has so much gold.
This guy's not a spender, he's a saver. My God, man. Live your life, dude. Spend some money.
Flowerpunk's raids on this left side are absolutely relentless. Loki's just really not respecting these raids. A couple spies would easily defend them, but he's just really not doing a good job defending it.
That's a Momo classic right there. It's classic Momo.
Yeah, and now it's going to be Immortal wrapping on the city of Napata. And Alucard, his army is out of position. It's not grouped up together. His sieges are going to get sniped here. Flowerpunk's going to age, so it looks like everybody is aging up. Loki and Demon are aging. Let's take a look at Loki's eco. It's not really put together. Demon, on the other hand, also not really put together. The scores are ridiculously close. Yeah, Alucard versus the world. He has been free booming for a very, very long time. His metal income's actually really bad because... I have no idea. I'm not sure.
Demon's bringing over some... I think they're just going to try to hold on Meliodas here and take him out.
But it looks like they're not going to be able to... Well, both sides are retreating. Looks like a tactical retreat from both sides. And this castle is about to go down. On this left side...
I'm more worried about the left.
Yeah, Flowerpunk is starting to start sieging at Loki's capital. This game got real interesting real fast.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Joven. Hey, Oldie. How's it going? Hope you are doing well today. What a game this has been. This has been such a slugfest back and forth. Who do you think is going to take it? Viewers in the chat, you're also feel free to weigh in. What do you think, Raiden? Who do you think is going to take it?
I still think it's going to be Meowz, honestly. I don't I don't see anything like preventing Red from losing his capital right now. And
Yeah.
Demon is dead to rights.
Yeah. Like I think the game is winnable if they have Loki plus Alucard versus Immortal plus Flowerpunk. But if it's Demon, I think Demon's way too far behind to really make this 2v2 possible.
Yeah,
and
he's building some decks. He's doing some things.
Yeah, I do feel like I honestly I feel like the game has mostly like the game for AL has really fallen apart because Loki has just not been able to field a large enough army, and he just takes way too much damage from the raids from Flowerpunk. Like,
yep.
Yeah, he's just like not really pulling his weight compared to the rest of his team, unfortunately.
Where's the timer at for blue anyway?
I'm at 35:30, and it's 2 minutes 33 seconds. So okay. It does look like Flowerpunk's going to make a rush for the city of Kamnama. That's Loki's capital. He's not going to be able to hold it. This city's going to go down easily. That's going to be another cap sack for Flowerpunk. Going to get Monarchy and Frigate upgrade, so it looks like he's consistent on fighting the water. This is really, really bad news for AL. Big cap sack for Flowerpunk. He's soaring in score, and Demon and Loki have really just fallen way behind. On this side, still Alucard's desperately trying to make something happen.
He's trying to push out here. He realizes he needs to kill Meowz before 2 minutes from now.
Yeah.
Wow, what a first game. How are we supposed to cast 2 best of 3s at all?
I don't know, man. I'm gonna be wicked tired.
Yeah. Why can't you guys just die quickly like I did versus WL? Jesus. You have to be good at this game or something.
Yeah.
All right, let's see here. So I think Alucard has to go for it here. He's got to repair Napata because I don't think there's any way that. Well, I don't think there's any way Immortal. He's gonna try for it, but I think that's stupid.
Alucard's kind of letting some units in for free. He's gonna wrap around, but the city is repaired, so it's not partially repaired, so it's not gonna die to units. On this side,
that was a bad move.
In the middle of the map, lovely Meliodas, lovely army raid from Meliodas. He's going to deal a lot of damage, but Immortal's going to lose a lot of units here. This was a very preemptive rush at the city.
Bad decision.
But on the backside, I mean,
siege actually
Flowerpunk is absolutely ravaging the backside here. Loki's eco's literally dead. I think he's just ultra dead. He has 1 city right now, 53 population. City of Zella is going to be taken very soon by Alucard, but it is Meowz that are leading in score by probably 600 at this point. This army raid really, really brutal. I mean, still Meliodas, these units have not been cleaned up. I think he recognizes that he's dead because he's just trying to get as much damage as he can. Red Fort going down for Flowerpunk. He's very rich, population capped. He's going to go for that Mill 4 now, and that's going to be really bad news for the side of AL. Fielding an even larger army, has tons of resources to spend on arquebusiers. Great, Zimbabwe is going to be taken by the purple Japanese player, and it's going to be transitioned to a 2v2 very quickly.
Yep. Yep. All right. So Meliodas is
dead. Meliodas should be dead. Yeah. It looks like Meowz have given up on that city, but I mean, I think they're still ahead in this game. This is still a lot of damage that they're doing on the backside with all of these with Meliodas' units.
So, look, Momo's building the Red Fort right now, right in front of his cap at Kyoto. That's a smart move.
Yeah, just making sure that he's not going to lose the race.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a race right here. Yellow doesn't have any siege.
Yeah, Meliodas is dead. That's really good for AL, but...
Bro. Where's your siege, bro? Where's your siege, Alucard? Okay, I guess, yeah, fuck siege. Siege is 7
who needs sieges? Just walk in with your army. Yeah. Easy money.
Just walk in.
Are you playing scenario or what? Like, come on. Does look like Flowerpunk is going to wrap this giant Japanese army. I think it's even larger than Alucard's Colossus army. But Alucard is taking a very good fight here against Immortal. Immortal is really not able to rally any army, but neither is Demon. I mean, Demon only has a couple units. We might be seeing a kind of 1v1 situation very soon, although it seems like Immortal's eco is much more put together than Demon's. That Despot from the early game really, really hurting Demon.
Yeah, it's coming back to bite him for sure. I still don't know why the Despot was a move, especially when you have I don't know, your Nubians. Like, why would you Despot? If you didn't, maybe if you comp 2, right? Pull the Jet in Classic, but.
Yeah, Alucard really needs to spend all this wealth. He has tons of universities that he can fill up and get a huge knowledge bonus, and he also needs to make sieges. But he's, you know, his economy he hasn't maxed out his metal, and that's really hurting him. In the middle of the map, Demon not going to be able to do anything. I would love to see him just run his army into the back and just try to be useful. And Loki's going to try to sneak his capital, I think. He doesn't have that many units though, so I don't think he's going to be able to get it. The city is also getting repaired by citizens, so.
Yeah, I think Loki's dead in the water here.
Flowerpunk's going to take back Mundus.
Well,
it looks like Alucard says, okay, I think I can fight this Japanese army, which I don't think he can. I think, like, if you compare the army sizes, it does look like Flowerpunk actually has way more units. Alucard just really not saving up enough units to get anything done here, and I don't think he can take this fight against the much larger army of Flowerpunk.
yeah, Flowerpunk's got a better gunpowder composition. He has more knights. That's not good.
No.
I think those a million woodcutters are coming back to bite Alucard there. I should.
Yeah.
At least it just seems like even though he has Colossus, he just doesn't have as many.
Yeah, he's just really starved on resources for some reason. I think he... Oh, it looks like Immortal's gonna sneak in and do... I actually have no idea what he's doing here. I think he's just taking some free cities on the right side.
Yeah, why wouldn't you go pressure anything?
Flowerpunk's making a pretty questionable play. He's gonna run towards the top side. He might get his army caught here. But Loki is dead. Loki has been defeated, and now Demon with his tiny army.
I'm at 40. What are you at? I'm at 40, 30.
I'm at 40-30. 40-33.
Okay. Yeah, look at IL's chat.
Yeah, I mean, Alucard has said GG. I mean, I think it's going to be really hard for him to fight this army. Maybe
snipe the Monarch. Nope.
Yeah, if he can take a very good fight, if he can get to the back lines without all these heavy infantry, maybe. But at the start, it's not going to look good. His Monarch's out of position, whereas Flowerpunk's doing a good job microing. Does look like Alucard is doing a good job sending his heavy cavalry towards the back, but he just doesn't have enough units to compete with the massive army from Flowerpunk. And it looks like that is probably going to be the game here.
Yes.
Yeah, that's going to be the game. Wow. What an insane first game.
Boy, here we go.
GG
we're
is
gonna be
called.
here for the long run.
Wow, what an insane first game.
I can't believe they lost that game. All right, Pear, let's reflect here. We're both inter/noobs. Let's do some pro evaluation here real quick.
Yeah, sure. So
go ahead.
So let's start by talking about how Ale got so ahead in the early game, because I think we can both agree they were very, very ahead at multiple points.
Yeah.
So what were the reasons? Well, I think for one, my number one reason is they were able to raid the water continuously, and that forces their opponents to not skimp on land units, because they did take some early damage from Immortal's raids, but you know, it was like they managed to counteract their opponent's raids with raids of their own on the water, which was really, really strong. Do you want to go with another reason?
Why AL was very ahead in the beginning? Well, Momo failed that easy little heavy infantry rush there, but
that
I think
definitely.
Honestly, I did. So you remember that one point where I think it's just kind of like when Yellow was trying to pressure Nubian City, and we were talking about rotations there. It felt like AL wasn't on the same page, where Red wasn't pressuring Green as much as he should have been. Just to give the reassurance to Alucard to go in there, and I think Meowz out microed Alucard at the end of the day quite a bit. Some of the fights he took, like Alucard didn't play to his strengths of Colossus, stay back and wait for that timing rush, right? He kind of let himself get caught out there a few times.
Yeah, it felt like
upgrades that first time. Skirmishing, and you don't really skirmish with Colossus. You wait until you have such a large army, just go in there and just squish him.
Yeah, I mean, like, and if Meowz just can't even leave his cities, right? Like, and he can't siege his opponent's cities because the opponent has a much larger army. Like, you just wait until you build up to 150 population, then you wipe him out. Like, it's, you know, no need to push it. I do also think that Loki really, he should have had more. I think that, like, just he really, like, it felt like for whatever reason he just didn't have that many units. Be it either either Flowerpunk's exceptional raids on the left side, or Loki's own poor build order. Like, it just really felt like he did not have the enough. He did not macro well enough this game. And it just really showed. I mean, like, I felt like he had very minimal impact aside from saving Demon a couple times. Demon was making mad work on the water, right? He's continuously raiding the water, putting pressure there, setting his opponents back. And I felt like Locky was just not able to make use of that space at all.
Yeah.
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 Also,
a lot of place there, honestly.
yeah. Also, really nice play from Flowerpunk. Just recognizing that you need to win here early, and just recognizing your opponent's weakness, massing up the advantage here on this left side, and pressuring the city of Axum, and eventually taking it because your opponents just don't have any units. Recognizing that Locky has no units, so really nice play from him.
I really feel like Ale, like I think I saw Jatten just say Ale did better. I think Ale did outplay Meowz.
Yeah,
I think
definitely.
Meowz just Meowz understands how to close out a game better and where to attack your opponent, and Ale didn't seem to have that synergy for the winergy, you know. So
yeah, definitely.
Looking at the kill count here, Momo killed everybody a lot. Nice, Momo. Good shit, man. Good shit. Proud of you. Yep. So hell of a game one, buddy.
Yeah, that was quite a game one. We will try our best. I don't know exactly what we're going to be casting, how many games we're going to be catching, or how many best of threes, but what a game one! Wow.
Seriously. So I'm gonna grab some water. Then game two.
Yeah, we'll be back in about like 3 or 4 minutes. So sit tight. Hope you guys are excited for game number 2 very soon. We'll be back soon. See you. All right, folks, we are back. Welcome back again. We just saw an extremely exciting Meowz versus AL game number one, where AL seemed to be ahead for the first 25 minutes, and then it really felt like they threw their lead. But exciting game nonetheless. Definitely worth a watch if you're just joining us now. Again, if you are just joining us now, welcome to the stream. This is ASE Pair talking. That's me. I'm joined by my lovely co-caster Raiden. Say hello, Raiden.
Aw, hello. Thanks, Pear. Hello, everyone.
And
Pear's
we are going to
flirting
be
with me, I think.
Yeah, we are going to be casting game number two now. Let's see if it's as exciting because I feel like based on my luck, I've definitely casted a lot of really exciting game ones, and then game two was just a stomp. So maybe this game
We
will.
got a lot of games to go through, Pear.
Yeah,
We're
maybe
praying
this
for
game.
all in Militia Rush 9 minutes
Yeah.
right now.
All right, let's load up game number two.
Yep.
All right, I'm at 1 second when you're ready.
Cool. All right, so they picked Himalaya.
Yeah. Okay. 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah, so yeah, let's briefly talk about Himalayas, like the choice of Himalayas. Why do you think AL have picked this map?
Let's see. Does Alucard have Inca? No, really? Wait, what? Hang on. Why does Hugo have Inca?
They may have messed up the tiers here. Locky, yeah, they I think they went the wrong direction, but it's whatever. Whatever. It is how it is.
Yeah, it is how it is.
Yeah, okay, so let's run through the nations quickly. So for AL, we've got Hugo this time playing Inca, that's tier 2. Locky playing tier 3 with Indians, and Alucard playing tier 4 with Koreans. On the other side, for Meowz, we've got Flowerpunk with Iroquois, Immortal with Indians, and Meliodas with Maya.
No Inca.
No Inca on Himalayas. Interesting.
Well, that's just disrespect right there. Momo's just dropping the disrespect right now.
And honestly, of all things, Himalayas is a pretty boomy map, so you could go Americans or Bantu, but like Iroquois of all things, I don't know.
Maybe this will have to be a quick game for Meowz, or they're just gonna fucking lose. I mean,
yeah,
I don't think there's any way you win this.
Well, they could get ahead with the Maya and Iroquois player and just take that lead and carry it for a longer game, but I don't know. It's pretty the Inca players are taking time bomb if you don't put pressure on them early. So I don't know. I definitely like AL's draft a little bit more. I like the Koreans with Inca. Just having really cheap towers. You can put a couple citizens there. They'll never die to an early catapult rush. They might die to a militia rush though. So I think that could be really good. That's a nice combo. And then of course Indians is a pretty solid pick on this map. The wealth is really nice from the caravans. I think that elephants are the better cavalry unit on a a more densely packed, tight terrain map like Himalayas than compared to normal horses. So,
yep. I mean, so Hugo does have the pocket as Inca here. Just taking a look at I'm at 159 here.
Yeah.
And apparently, looking in the chat, all hail our Lord and Savior Jadden says that is a broken rule, and if Meowz lost this game, they could appeal for a rematch.
Yeah. So it is really important. Again, so the rule we'll go over quickly. The rule that they've broken is basically when each player has to play a different tier every single game, but basically you have to go in a specific order. So if you're tier 1 game 1, you have to play tier 2 game 2. So and then tier 2 has to play tier 3. So in game 1, Locky played tier 2 as Bantu, but now he's playing Indians, which makes sense. But Alucard is playing tier 1 and he's playing tier 4 now. So that is a broken rule. So they cannot do that. Again, Jadden has said in the chat if Meowz can appeal for a rematch if they want, if they wish to. So that's in the rules. Let's take a look at where the players are located. So as we said before, we've got Hugo, the light blue Inca player in the pocket. On the left side, we've got Alucard, the yellow Koreans player on the left side, and then on the right side, the green Indians player, Locky. And this looks like a standard map spawn because we've got Meliodas on the left wing, Maya in the pocket. We've got the Iroquois player, Flowerpunk, and then on the right side we've got Immortal, the Indians player. I mean, look at the map. I mean, it looks like a standard map spawn, right?
Yeah, that's great for Inca. I really like that for AL. Let's take a look at the rares jumping.
Yeah,
right now.
Nobody has a market yet, so it's kind of annoying. But we can start with
the scroll pair. Yeah. Oh my god, the horror.
We'll start with Meowz because I saw some spicy ones here. We've got Pappy right next to Delhi, as well as Relics. Those are a really nice start to their rares. There's Tobacco in between Onondaga, as well as Spice right next to Onondaga. There's Bison and Gems moving further along to the bottom. Here we've got Amber, and then kind of in the middle there's Diamonds, and then Citrus next to Mayapan, and below that there's Wool, and then in the middle of the map, kind of, there's Salt, Dye, Horses, and then Obsidian. And then for on the right, very right side, there's Marble. For AL, they've got Silk next to Locky. There's Sugar up there above Cusco. There's Cotton, sorry, not Copper. And then Silver on the very left there, as well as Amber to the right of Alucard. So pretty clear to say it's going to be Meowz with the rares once again. They have the better rares. I mean, Pappy Relics is pretty good compared to everything that AL have aside from like Silver.
Great. Yeah. So yeah, I definitely think it's Meowz for sure with the better rares here. But again, Inca, OP. We'll see. I think it's going to be a game where Hugo's going to try to drop that Colossus and then invite Meowz to come kill him.
Yeah,
we'll see how
I think actually this game, I think it would actually be beneficial for Hugo to go Hanging Gardens. And the reason I say that is because he's going to win the late game, assuming he gets the gunpowder the fastest, which he should because he's an Inca. And so I think that if you go Hanging Gardens, you're just speeding up your age time. Versus if you go Colossus, what's happening is you're like, you might speed up your age time a little bit, but Hanging Gardens speeds you up more, and you'll have the tech advantage. Yep. So you get to the later age faster, which could be a factor. I mean, like, your opponents pick Iroquois and Himalayas, you know they're going to be aggressive because that's what Iroquois do.
Yeah, that's a good point actually. Yeah, I rescind my comment. Hanging Gardens for sure. I like that 150 pop cap Inca, but I guess you don't really need that to win at the end of the day. So
also,
the gunpowder's going to be the key.
Also, one of the advantages of Colossus is you spam crossbows in Medieval Age because Colossus gives you extra timber and wealth income or wealth cap. But the problem with that is for Colossus, like it's really only good if you have crossbows because heavy archers suck. So.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
yep.
But
it really shines age 4 and onward. Yep.
Yeah, exactly. The refunds, it's just aging. Getting to age 4 really fast is really strong. So we'll have to see.
Yep.
I mean, I think it's gonna probably. My guess is like, assuming Meowz is playing this standard, they would probably be going for a boom game because they have Relics and they have Pappy, both very, very good rares for a longer game. And they also have some pretty decent other rares. I mean, you've got Tobacco, you've got Spice, Amber, some wealth rares, you've got Diamonds. Like, these are not bad rares to go for a longer game, even though we see in the chat, Flowerpunk has said, I'll Despot and run around.
Hey, good luck with that, eh?
Yep, yeah, he's definitely going to try to do that. He's building center, which, I guess, yeah, there's nothing really to pressure.
I don't really know what the city's for. I mean, I guess he doesn't want to get his caravan route raided, but otherwise, like, you don't want to...
I mean, he could try to secure diamonds, maybe. That could be his plan. Civic 2. Do they have die?
I don't think so.
Oh, terrible.
I'm not entirely sure.
They could tower diamonds now, though. I think. Close. The gems they could tower.
I'm at 635. We'll see what this after the city comes up.
Yep.
Yeah, it's close. I mean, almost, but not quite. Let's see. So it looks like everybody's going for pretty standard builds right now. The only one who's actually like slightly far behind is Locky. He hasn't gotten to Civic yet, whereas everybody else has and has for a while. And he is also, in fact, the lowest in score. Looks like he slightly overmade Citizens, which is why he's slightly behind. That's a mistake I see a lot of newer players doing. Please don't overmake your Citizens. It's really going to slow you down in the long run. Yeah, this sugar is definitely helping out AL a lot. I mean, it's going to help them get to the classical age and the early timings pretty early. So it does look like the first front that's going to be opened up is this left side. So it's going to be the matchup between Meliodas' Maya versus Alucard's Koreans. Who do you like in this matchup, given the rares also?
Definitely Maya for sure. I think Meliodas is going to have the step on Koreans.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just Maya's the best. Maya's the best tier 4 for sure, and I like playing Maya best of 3 game 2 when it's kind of all on the line, make or break. You win here, use your best tier 4 right now, and then winning the play the third game. So definitely a good play. Although I see why they're going with the Koreans here to kind of stall out the left side and buy time for Hugo, but
I think he's just gonna get outboomed. Like that, he's already comparing the wealth incomes. Meliodas is already at 63 wealth, whereas only 30 for the the Koreans player. Here we're gonna see a bit of a citizen skirmish, and Alucard's gonna lose a citizen to citizen micro here. Fight, 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 fight. Looks like Hugo might lose a citizen as well, maybe. Oh, the body blocks? Oh no, it didn't work out. Okay. Rise of Nations micro's hard. We do see Flowerpunk here has gone mill, and he's sending his units down the center of the map, but on the other side for Hugo and Loki as well as Alucard, they've already gotten their mill, and their barracks are finishing up right now, so they might be able to defend wherever Flowerpunk goes for, although there are a lot of spots to attack. Oh, I didn't even notice Ahal Furs in the bottom corner. That's a big deal. I mean, that's really important. Inca player is actually almost ready to age. Only needs 40 more food with the power of sugar and silver. Doesn't have science 1, but that's no big deal. As soon as you age up, get those mines going, and the wealth will be flowing in. Alucard's going to send archers over to that Furs, but they're going to get taken out very quickly by the combined heavy infantry and archer from Flowerpunk here. So that's fortunate for Meowz. They are ahead by score in 70 points.
Yeah, so we're at what time are you at right now?
I'm at 9:26, almost 9:30. Look at how many units Flowerpunk has. He's made 5 units already, just trying to raid all around the map, but on the right side, I don't think he's going to get anything done, but on this left side, I think he's going to be able to take out all 3 of these first merchants.
Good, yep. Quite the investment too, so.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to have to get something done, but I think he's going to be able to clean these up pretty easily. Merchants already fleeing. I think they're going to all go down, though, unfortunately, for AL. Hugo has the first one to age. Nice of him. He's going to be able to get down mines. He's going to throw down a mine immediately. Nice job from him. Let's take a look on the top right side here. Everybody's just kind of booming along. Nothing too fancy. It looks like AL have made the call for Loki to sacrifice his Furs merchant, and the other Furs merchants will get away. Maybe. Yeah, it looks like they both are going to get away. Here we see Hugo taking an ill-attempted fight in the middle of the map. Hugo and Loki, they're going to lose a archer for free. Some good micro coming out from Flowerpunk.
Meliodas dropping the Colossus too.
Yeah.
Very, very good. We'll see if Hugo goes with the HG. It doesn't look like he's going to.
It looks like Alucard's actually going to be the one to go for HG. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Immortal's accidentally going to all chat.
Nice.
Yeah.
Now he's just talking shit. Yeah, Meowz looks like they're on their game this time. I don't know what it was with last game, but maybe Meowz is
they're definitely only, they definitely have the advantage. I mean, if you look at how many rares Meliodas has, he's got 8 rares, counting is hard. On this top side, a militia raid, lovely militia raid from Alucard. This is going to be really annoying. Really nice, just like, it's a random citizen that you probably can't get back to your base at any time soon. It's just, making use of the Korean power. Nice job from him, but a good reaction time from Meowz. Going to save all of their merchants, it looks like. Maybe? I don't know. This merchant...
Honestly, probably shouldn't have done that. Probably should have waited until the hoplite got there and then actually took a merchant down. But,
I didn't realize he had a hoplite. Yeah. Okay, he's going to pick off one of the things. And,
hey.
the Flowerpunk's merchant is running back into the hoplite.
Oh, Momo.
Oh Momo, no, he's gonna run. He's very unfortunate. Did not expect that hoplite counterattack.
No.
And he's gonna get. Oh, he's gonna run away. Maybe he's keeping it alive. This merchant's gonna die to a militia. Let's see. We've got 25 movement speed versus.
He's dragging a whole cart and a donkey. You idiot! Kill him.
Right?
Oh, he's gonna get him. He's gonna block. Oh, he didn't get him.
It's going. We're at 11. I'm at 12 minutes. He's running. He's running. The micro is strong from both players. Flowerpunk desperately trying to cut the corners. It looks like he's going to be able to get away, maybe? Oh, no, possibly? No, it looks like he's going to get away, and they're going to get picked off by this archer.
Humanity!
On the bottom side here, these units from Flowerpunk still raiding. Really nice work from him. But Hugo's gotten his Senator up. He's going Mill 2 now. I actually would like to see him go Civ 2, just because his opponents haven't built on either sides, and, you know. See here, Alucard is going to go Civ 2, in fact.
If Hugo needs to start building scholars here, he's not building anything. He's got 450 gold.
Oh, he needs to pump out scholars right now.
Bro. Yep, right now. You take that advantage, man.
That's the whole reason you you get wealth. You gotta pump out scholars. Looks like Hugo is gonna be able to clean up this raiding party from Flowerpunk, who has kept most of his units alive. He has in fact gone Despot, but he's at 80 knowledge compared to the 20 of the Inca player with 500 knowledge. Okay, he's gonna queue up scholars at both of his universities right now. 130 metal income from the Inca player. We'll have a very fast age, but I mean, come on, like. Let's take a look on the right side. Both Indians players being relatively quiet. Both of them going Senator, trying for some raids, but it looks like Immortal's gonna lose an elephant to a attempted bribe. Bribe's not gonna finish, but Immortal's gonna have to delete his elephant.
Nice, good play by AL.
Some raids here on the top side, on the top right side. Locky is running in with an elephant and a slinger. You know, Locky is more known for being a standard player, so nice work from him to utilize that skill in raid. This elephant could deal some damage to relics. I mean, there's nothing here to protect, nothing here to keep it alive. He just runs it into neutral territory to avoid getting bribed. Flowerpunk's still raiding. He's doing a good job keeping his knowledge income pretty high, plus 75 right now, compared to the plus 80 of the Koreans player with Hanging Gardens. Inca player is at plus 70, 10 scholars already. Some decent micro from both Alucard and Flowerpunk. Alucard's going to run away with those light cavalry. Just kidding, Alucard might throw away Senator. No, they're both microing, so that's nice work from them. This is a pretty sneaky scout from Flowerpunk, just keeping this tacos in between the two Inca cities, keeping an eye on what's happening. So this game's much slower than the last game. Much less action-packed.
I feel like it's the second slowest map outside of lakes, honestly, in the entire thing. Maybe Mediterranean's a little slower.
I don't know.
Probably gonna.
Still no wonder from the Inca player. I'm surprised we haven't seen either of the Indians player go pyramids. I think pyramids is definitely a very good rare for Indian players. A lot of the time, you're not stumped on wealth so much as you are stumped on food, because the elephants are so expensive. Skirmish here in the middle of the map. Momo is going to be able to clean... Momo is Flowerpunk, right? That's who he is?
Yep. Yes.
Okay, yeah, so he's going to be able to clean up some random units that are floating around for Hugo. But Momo is going to... I mean, he is hurting himself. He went Calm 2 instead of Medieval Age because he recognized, okay, I just need more resources at this time. He's doing pretty well for himself, though. 105 knowledge. Let's go around and compare the knowledge income. So for the Mayan player with Colossus, 125. For the Iroquois Despot player, 105. For the Purple Indians player, 115. And then on the other side, we've got 70 for Locky, the Green Indians player, 100 for Inca player, maxed out scholars already, and 105 for the Hanging Gardens Koreans player. So it looks like AL are losing on the front, basically everywhere for knowledge.
Yeah.
Momo's going to throw away some units, I think. Big skirmish is happening in the middle of the map. Yeah.
Yeah. What are they fighting over right now? Just
I think they're just map control. Really.
King of the hill. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
I guess so. But
there's two elephants here from Locky. He's going to walk in and try and fight it out. Not sure who wins this fight. Almost target firing elephants. Now it looks like Alucard's here with some light cavalry to clean up. Momo doesn't have enough craft for a forced march. Oh no, Momo's micro. It looks like his micro is superior. He's gonna eat up all those free units from his opponents and then run away. Wow, very impressive. Left side, some raids on silver here for Meliodas.
See if they can get that those merchants in that tower. Should be able to. Yep, there's one.
Okay, yep, keeps it alive. I'm at 17-15.
Okay, that's about right.
I would love to see the Inca player raid. I mean, I think he's. I think if he raids, I think the game is like fairly winnable.
Yeah, I think Hugo's doing fine right now.
Yeah, I mean, I think he needs to raid. I mean, he's not ahead in tech because their opponents have much better rares. Like they have a bunch of knowledge rares, so I think he needs to raid.
True.
Like he's not really translating this wealth into concrete advantage.
Yep,
he's floating so many resources.
Third university. He needs that third university as well. Maybe a silk. Maybe commerce too with the silk. That might not be a terrible play.
It's not a bad idea. I don't know. I'm not really sure what he's supposed to. Like I felt like he hasn't really used the power of Inca quite yet. He's doing well for himself in terms of wealth income, but I don't really know where the wealth is. Oh my goodness, he has so many heavy cavalry. He has 9 heavy cavalry and he's not using any of them to raid. Come on. Look at this top side here. Oh my god. On the top left side, gems. Hugo and Alucard are both using gems because their opponents haven't scouted gems. It's so funny. Once again,
man. That's rough. That's rough.
The lucky / unlucky gems merchant, her first merchant, like the first merchant from the last game.
Yeah, that was. I don't know what to say about that one. That was quite the interesting merchant. Don't really expect it from Meowz.
Looks like we're going to see a rush at the city. The Indians player Immortal has gotten ahead of Locky here. Locky has 2 towers, so he might be okay, but I think he's going to die.
He's aging.
He's aging.
40%.
I think the city's going to get reduced. Okay, it looks like Immortal's going to back off, saying, I have an advantage. I don't need to pressure too much. Whatever. Really feel like Hugo should be raiding. Oh, he's going to rotate over to the right side. Okay, sure. He's going to make use of that army. Looks like Immortal has seen the army. He's going to back away, and because Hugo has used his forced march for some reason, he's going to get away with all of his army. It's a very suspect micro here from Hugo. What is he doing? Okay, actually, no. Immortal's going to stay and fight and instead lose all his crossbows. Okay, the game of throws.
Sound about right, Game of Throws. It's pretty standard here.
Yeah.
So let's see. Oh wow, Meliodas' scores just skyrocket.
Yeah, I mean I mean these rares, like no matter what nation you are, these rares with Colossus, like, and he's gotten untouched. Like I feel like Hugo just hasn't had any game impact so far. He's just like. Part of the power of Inca is you raid with those cavalry while booming up. Like, I don't know. We finally see Locky going to go for pyramids, going to go back for pyramids, but I think it's not, you know. See some alt chat here. A pretty nice fort from, what do you call it, from Hugo here. Immortal's going to go for that Forbidden City. I like that choice. As Indians, one of the things that you'll find is usually you won't be pop capped because you want elephants more than heavy cavalry, and elephants are extremely expensive. So you'll usually have a little bit of population space, which means you can afford some more scholars. Because that's usually the best thing to do with your population. Man, Hugo's taking a bad fight, a really, really bad fight. 5 heavy infantry against all these knights. He's just walking in right now. Oh no, it's a massacre.
I think it was calculated. He wanted more
He
money.
wanted resources, yeah. He's just gonna throw away like 4 knights here. I don't know. I feel like they're just like getting out boomed, and they're just like not really like last game they were pretty well in. They were in the game because they kept raiding their opponents by sea and stuff. But this game there's just no raids whatsoever coming out from AL. And I mean the game is like it's been very quiet, but it's Meowz easily crushing this game. I mean they have relics and Pappy. They're just very far ahead. Meliodas has a decently sized army, going to start sieging away at the city of Jinju. The Korean's player is using resources to repair, has 4 citizens. I mean, this city's not going to go down, but he just doesn't have much army.
Alright, so let's see here. What's So I guess like for the rating thing, like they picked Himalayas AL, and their strength was raiding Meowz last game. But him, in my opinion, is probably the hardest one to actually go ahead and raid on.
Yeah,
just
I mean,
actually bringing it all the way back there is a real pain in the ass.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of open space to play with, but it's like, I don't know, they just haven't done any raids whatsoever.
Yeah, maybe I don't know. They're on the back foot already, so.
Like right now, Hugo's just kind of sitting on his butt with a bunch of knights, and he's just not really doing anything with it.
Yeah, those knights should be like in behind at Delhi and at maybe not Mayapan. That doesn't look like a fun place to go. Yeah, if they had scouted some of these, did they scout their opponents very well?
Decently. They don't know their opponents have Pappy, which is a big deal.
Well, I would think that I would just be finding like, especially I'd be raiding the shit out of Immortal right now. That just looks like free. If you take a look at their vision, I would be in that wood line with a couple knights right now, just killing bills. And
yeah, I mean,
what's your timestamp? I'm at 23 minutes here.
I'm at 22:54, so you're just slightly ahead of me. No worries.
Okay, sounds good. Look at the third city of Inca in about 2 seconds, man.
The third city of Inca, 2 seconds.
Hugo is on the move, and I think he's going for Delhi.
Oh yeah, he's running in. Where is he
I would
going?
go for Delhi.
Delhi? He only has 2 sieges. He does have a supply wagon. On this left side, I mean, Meliodas is spiraling out of control. His army's only gotten larger. He's still teching up. He's going to be ready to age very soon. And Korean's player has 5 units. So, 9 units. 9 units. Pop capped. Yeah, I mean, he's dead, right? Like, he can't do anything here. Big fight between the Indian players here. It looks like Mortal's going to take the slightly better trade. Although it's a bit mixed. Not really sure why Loki's making light cavalry. Light cavalry suck in this age, I think. Like, they're pretty bad. Yeah. He's also not maxing out his caravans. Yeah, it looks like this could be a quick one. Hugo's back to sitting, just doing nothing. He's upgrading Trebuchet now. Where is he going? Where is he going? He's gonna ambush. Okay. He has...
Oh, he's going for Onangada. He's just... Oh, there's a fort right there.
Yeah. He also has only 2 sieges.
Yeah. I mean, gotta make something happen, right? You know you're behind.
Yeah, I mean... Yeah. I mean, he's going to see the fort very soon and feel very sad.
Yeah. I mean, I think he's still going to go for it, though.
Yeah, looks like...
He's just going to get himself in position here, and... Red finally sees it, and he's like, oh, we're doomed. Oh, yeah, GG. Hugo OP, dude. He's going back.
Yeah.
I think he's going to get it, too.
We're doomed. Yeah, I mean, I think he's fine. The one siege got picked off by the castle.
Yeah, that's actually super. That's super huge.
Like, come on.
He's going to temple. Oh, no. Siege the temple. Siege the temple.
I don't know. I'm at 25-10. On this side, nothing's happening here because Meliodas is about to age up. He's floating a ton of timber, but whatever. I think he's ahead enough that it doesn't really matter.
see.
I mean,
I'm just throwing out spoilers casually here.
I don't think Hugo can fight against Momo's army. I mean, this is like he just has no archers for some reason. Maya ages. Yeah, I mean, this game's pretty over. He's gonna be able to take the city eventually.
Yep.
Hugo. Yep, he's
mean,
gonna
that
take the
is
city. He gets the
really-
cap sack.
Really good damage on Momo though. I mean, I'll give him that. Like, and he is Inca,
Yeah.
so as Patabi did recognize in the chat, it is calculated losing his entire army here.
Yeah, I mean, and
All
Hugo
part of
is
the
doing a
plan.
good
He'll be
job
able to
raising the
cover
city,
the
but I mean, he just doesn't have enough units. He's got like no archers for some reason. Like I'm like, you're Inca, you should have the wealth. What the heck?
I don't know if this was like the worst thing in the world that he did though,
I
because you
mean,
figure what was he gonna slowly die? He was.
yeah.
Look at how many resources he has. He's doing great, Pear. He is
Yeah.
doing his best. I think Flowerpunk, honestly, I mean, Momo took that to the face. He lost a lot of citizens just now. I mean, look at his woodcutter camp in the back. That's actually not a terrible trade. Assuming Hugo's building more units right now. Hugo? He's not building more units right now.
Hello?
Hello?
He has so many
More racks?
resources. Hello?
Well, he has 2 stables and 2 barracks. All right, rule of thumb with Ink on Hima, you need at least 6 of each at all times.
Yeah, they're not gonna be able to they're not gonna be able to deal with the massive Colossus players gone completely untouched. Like, what has Locky been or not Locky? What has Alucard been doing all game? She's like sitting and booming. Like,
Getting the shit pushed in, I'm pretty sure. He's playing Korea, so like there's not much else you do there except stall and lose the game.
yeah.
Koreans is not my favorite. I don't even know. I don't like Koreans at all. They're just like a defensive civ when you know you're gonna lose your side, in my opinion.
Yeah. Not really sure how AL could have played this differently aside from just playing cleaner. Like it really feels like this has been like an incredibly sloppy game from all of AL essentially. Like they felt like they had no game plan. Like
yeah, I think you needed Inca to have the Power Wonder, right? Like I'm not sure why Alucard got the Hanging Gardens. Like if you're gonna try to win one side, it should be Hugo trying to beat Flowerpunk, or at least doubling one side. Rather, he just played through the center to counter Flowerpunk. I don't know. Like,
yeah, I mean, we've got 6 sieges here for Meliodas, and he's gonna lose a bunch of them because his army's out of position. But I mean, whatever. Bunch of spies, nice work, but actually, he's gonna lose all of the sieges. That's pretty funny. On the backside, elephant raids from Immortal somehow managed to sneak some elephants over to this backside, just doing even more damage.
it's really great stuff. Yeah, rating the Inca player on him is always good.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. Hugo's got to make a move, man.
All right, he has 1,100 food and 1,400 wealth and 800 timber. Okay, he's not maxed out.
He can age up. He can.
He can. He has pretty sizable army, except he's pop capped because he hasn't been trading at all because I don't know. What is this game, man? I feel like if they have, I mean, obviously, given the rares and how Meowz played it, it's really tough to come back as AL. But like, they could have put up like a little bit more of a fight, especially given the first game. So it turns out when you play Booming Simulator, the team with the better rares wins. So when you don't have the better rares, you should not play Booming Simulator.
True. Even Inca, you can't outboom
yeah,
better rares.
Just can't.
Yep.
Can't like.
Also, building scholars helps when you're booming.
That too.
Big tip.
Yeah.
Okay, so Rocky's fucking dead. Alucard's definitely dead. Hugo's running back and forth, left to right, going, which way do I go?
Yeah. I'm pop capped. I have all these resources. I haven't been trading my units at all this game because why? I don't know. I haven't even aged gunpowder, even though all my opponents have aged. Oh
I
no.
think Pear's getting cranky right now.
Yeah,
Pear's making fun of
it's the late hour, and
It's the late hour. It must be that.
Yeah.
I think you got to go for the double on Melioides right now and just try to just axe his army. Just wait for, like, bait him in, Alucard. Or just say GG. That works too. Whatever.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. I mean, I
Yep.
think it's AL realize it's over. Pretty uneventful game, all things considered. We sat here for half an hour watching Momo raid continuously and AL throw away units. So
Yeah,
that was fun.
Jesus, like we wanted an uneventful, quick game, not an uneventful sit around for another 30 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah.
These people.
All right, well, that's gonna be the game. So again, the problems for AL, they did have worse rares, but they also just Hugo had zero impact on the game. Like he actually did nothing this game.
Yeah, fortunately that's the case.
Yeah.
I don't know what time you're at. I'm at 30-30.
I'm at 30-30. Yeah, he's running in units. His units are not upgraded.
Melioides is not reacting. Here we go. Perfect.
Okay. Maybe one fight that's good.
Not reacting. Okay. Yeah. I mean, he's gonna lose the hanging gardens. I'm pretty sure, but wow. Never mind.
No?
That was a great move.
Okay, there we go. So this is what happens when you rotate. Turns out it's good.
Rotations. Wow, Melioides did not react. He lost a lot there.
I mean, they did call GG, so...
I mean, fake GG. Aging soon, it's GG. It was a fake GG. All part of the plan.
Yeah, I mean, this game's still very over, so... Well played to the Meowz this game. I did feel like they really came back together this game, and obviously, although they won that last game, the first game, they felt really sketchy for the first 25 minutes. So, I felt like they really pulled it together this game. Their strategy was clear. Momo raids the middle and all their opponents, while the left and right boom, and then they get an advantage because they have better rares, so they can do that. And their opponents just didn't really respond to their strategy at all. It's just everybody just boomed or something. I don't know.
Yep. Boomed and died.
Yep.
Feels bad.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's going to be the game
man.
here. We're going to speed through it because we do have... do you want to cast another one?
I'm game. Let's
do it. Let's do it. GG is
doing
called.
It for the guys in the chat.
Yeah, and that's going to be the game here. Fatabi says, pair believing Ron players saying GG. Yeah. Anyways, so that was a pretty unexciting game number 2, unfortunately. Meowz completely stomped them. So that's going to be a 2-0 in favor of Meowz. Well played to them. And AL are going to walk away with it from this game with a loss. We're going to take a quick 5-minute break here before we start the next match. That's going to be EL versus AZ. That's the other 2 teams in this group. So hopefully that should be pretty interesting. We'll be back very soon. So
yeah, I hear EL's kind of shit. So I'm ready to watch AZ slap some ass. Should be fun.
Yeah. We'll be back in around 5 minutes. So please sit tight, grab a drink, go to the bathroom, do whatever. We'll be back in 5 minutes. All right, hello everyone, welcome back. We saw a pretty interesting match between Meowz versus AL that last game, the victory going to Meowz 2-0. Now we're going to be seeing EL versus AZ up here, and disclaimer, I'm pretty tired, so yeah, whatever that means to you. I'm going to really quickly just load up the replay. Okay.
All right. Game -1. I actually didn't change the names. Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah, Nomadium 3 players.
Yeah.
EL versus AZ, game 1. I don't know why they're...
All right. Dave Hun? Jeez,
All right.
Dave. All right, bud.
I'm at 1 second when you're ready.
All right. Hit it.
3,
3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah. All right. Oops. Okay, so again, we are starting on Outback. Pretty exciting. Let's take a look at the players and their nations. So for AZ, we've got Ryuzaki with French, that's tier 3, Kron with tier 2, that's Iroquois, and Old Monk with tier 1, that's Turks. They're up against EL.
Yeah,
so EL have gotten Dave with Turks, tier 1, Steez with British, tier 2, and Irish with Dutch, Nubians, tier 3. So who do you like? What draft do you like better?
I like AZ's draft only because they're saying, yeah, we can't outboom you guys. You're better players. We're going balls to the wall here, and I respect that. They're gonna come fast and try to just kill them real quick. So overall, all right, EL's draft is better, but
Yeah.
I like AZ's strategy of we're gonna just try to force it, but. EL's, I guess the EL's Turk pick and British pick are going to be really good for counteracting that. So
yeah, I mean, it's really nice as a tier 3 player to have a fast nation in the spot like Nubians. Against any sort of rush, the most important thing is speed and making sure you have the defenses that are you have your defense in place at the right time. And so, British and Nubians are both really good at that because British get free archers, their towers are really nice, and they don't need to go senator necessarily, they don't need the money for it. And Nubians, they're pretty fast because usually they have decent rares and that makes them a little bit faster. So definitely, I think overall, matchup-wise, I definitely favor EL's nations. And skill-wise, I've got to favor EL. They were a favorite to win the tournament outright last year, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them not among the at least top 4 teams this year. Let's take a look at where the players have spawned. We've got a pretty nasty setup here. So first up, we've got on the right side, on the right bottom side, we've got Ryuzaki and Kron, their teammates, the white French player and the purple Iroquois player. And then we've got the Turks player, the light blue Turks player, Old Monk, on this left side, who's literally right next to the blue Nubians player.
Good for them. This is literally what they wanted.
Yeah, this is what they dream of, right? Having the Nubians player right up in front, it's really, really good. So this is their game to win. And then on the right side and on the top side, we've got the green Turks player, Dave, and then on the top side, the red British player, Steez.
Yep. Steez needs to get his ass over there to back up Dutch, or Dutch is going to die real fast.
Or you mean Nubians, but yes.
Oh, well, yeah, well, no, Dutch is... Oh, Jesus. Oh, yeah.
Oh, Irish, yeah, okay, Irish is Dutch, yes.
Oh, my God.
Confusion.
This is not good casting synergy right now. What's going on, man?
This is anti-synergy. This is the Despot plus Comp2 Senator Colossus build from last game, or from that game.
Basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Get with the Despot program or get out, all right? All right, Chad would be very upset with you. Okay, let's see here.
Yeah, let's talk through the rares quickly. So we've got EL, they've got, I'm going to use Irish's market here. We've got Marble, the best rare, and right next to Pada. There's Copper on the left side, Sugar and Spice above there, and then moving further to the right there, Silver.
Diamonds. They see diamonds. They see diamonds. I was just looking at Dutch's vision in general.
Oh yeah, they do see diamonds. There's Silver and Pappy here, Bison on the top side, and then moving further along, there's Obsidian next to Istanbul, there's Diamonds, Tobacco, and Silk on the right side. On the other hand, for AZ, they've got Citrus, Salt, Dye, and furs, relics, peacocks, horses, and gems. So, pretty interesting set of rares. I do think EL have the better set, considering they have a better late game rares, but I mean, I wouldn't count AZ out at all. They have really nice rushing rares. They've got horses, they've got gems, which is one of the best rares on Outback. They've got furs as well as salt. I'm expecting to see some aggression from them, and hopefully soon, because if the game goes long, their opponents are definitely going to outboom them with Pappy, Silver, Diamonds, Tobacco, Silk.
Yep. Agreed. All right, let's see here. I do not think this game is going long at all, though. So
Yeah.
I think that even if AZ had good res, they're going in for sure. Let's see here. So, yeah, he only has a +5 wood camp, Old Monk, but he's a good player. He knows how to run.
Old Monk is actually really slow. He just threw down his library. He's the Turks player, and he threw down his library at like 4:15. It's like an insanely slow time. Dave already has Commerce 1 finished. Why is he so... Is it the runes? Like, did you just get no runes?
Maybe.
No, he's gotten 2. I don't know, he's just really slow for some reason.
He's also going Com 1. Don't think I agree with that.
Let's see. So he has scouted the wood camp, and he sees that it is a bit far. Like, it is kind of awkward to run your hoplites that way. So I guess it's fair. Oh, we're gonna see another citizen brawl on the right side, driving away that merchant from Diamonds.
Really nice. Really
Looks like this is a common strategy now. A lot of players just running their citizens at the Nubians merchants to make sure they can't use them. Iroquois is actually going to be the one that goes mill 1 here. I think that's a good choice rather than the Turks player. Would love to see the Turks player just go calm mill and just all in. I think it's really good. Kron getting up his barracks in the backside. Nubian's player preemptively going preemptively going mill. Good choice. And Steez is going calm mill, it looks like, and Dave is also going calm mill. See, the French player looks like they're just doing whatever. They don't have enough money for mill or civ yet. Looks like Irish is going to be fine for now. He's going to get up his barracks.
Yep, should be good to go here. What is he using anyway? He is just using Spice right now.
Yeah.
Hate to see that.
Yeah, it looks like they haven't done a super great job scouting for EL. Very, very minimal scouting thus far. But they have done a decent job scouting their own side of the map. They're missing silver right now, which is a big deal. But other than that, you know.
Yeah. Let's see here. So, I mean, they're definitely coming after. Yep, they're coming after Dutch here. That's really good. Let's see if Kron let's see if Ryuzaki gets in on the action at some point. I would just take Dutch out of the game real quick and see if he could just double him H2.
Yeah, Ryuzaki's he chose to go Civ, which is definitely an interesting choice. I think actually it's in their best interest for AZ to have somebody raid water a lot because they're citrus. But they also could be thinking like they're just going to all-in land earlier on. I don't know. It's actually kind of a tough call to make. Kron's going to throw away some units. It looks like he's going to throw away this bowman for no reason. But his heavy infantry did make it past all of Irish with Dutch's units.
Okay, what does he see?
Interesting game so far. It looks like the Turks player is going to go for... Oh, he's going to go for mill 2 without furs. Ugh. Yikes. He sees it. He just doesn't have a market yet. He's really starved on timber. But it turns out if you cancel your mill 2 and put down a timber with the money instead, you can do that. He's also nowhere close to 80,
really?
So...
Yeah, it was an interesting move for sure. He's really set on. He's just going to go straight for Napata.
Yeah,
like,
we see here Kron is doing some decent damage in the backside. He's just being really annoying, keeping Irish with Dutch's attention in the backside. He's going to pick off this hoplite for free. Nice move from Kron. Let's see, what else does he have? He just has those 2 units. Looks like he lost.
What's your timestamp at?
I'm at 747.
Oh,
now he has free reign on this wood camp, and he can run away from any archers that he sees, which he does see immediately. Irish with Dutch. David's chosen to go Civic. He's going to Civ to the right, securing diamonds for his team. That should be nice. Ryuzaki has gone completely untouched thus far, and Dave is actually doing similarly to Ryuzaki. Let's take a look here. Kron, it looks like he should have been able to get out with his units. Let's take a look. Yeah, Kron keeps both of his heavy infantry life. Both of his units alive. He's going to be able to pick off the Spice Merchant now. And I Rush with Dutch is just trying to run around and put out fires, but they've got a lot of units, and Kron doesn't have that many units. Pretty forward city from Steez. Looks like it's a buffer city against the city, the capital of Napata. And Dave has correctly pointed out that they just need to hold for EL. They just need to hold the game, and then the game will be easy. Because they have insane mirrors, so... Raids in the water here. Nice little raid from Dave. A bark and a heavy ship. This is going to be really annoying for AZ to clean up. I'm surprised AZ actually haven't raided water at all. It's sloppy. I think they should have been on the job much earlier. Look at how low Kron's units are on the left side. A 5 HP Spearman and an 11 HP Spearman.
That's good micro right there. Way to go, Kron.
Yeah.
Keep those alive. Yeah, this isn't looking good for AZ in the early game.
Yeah, I mean, Steez has a random archer here that's just pillaging the backside. Where are their units? Old Monk is aging now. He's the first to age. He has Mill 2 all set up, and he's put down 2 towers preemptively. It's just Kron is not...
I don't know why you need those towers.
Yeah, Kron is just not going to be able to, in the spot to help him, though. That's the problem. I think he actually needs another tower in the front, but... I don't know. What's Ryuzaki up to? Ryuzaki's actually also gone Mill 2 in Ancient Age. He still hasn't aged yet, but that's okay. Dave is going to be aging up soon, and Old Monk finishes age. Let's see what he's up to. I'm assuming he's going to cancel these. He has 225 metal now, and he's going to put down some siege factories.
What time are you at?
I'm at 10:07. 10:07.
Okay.
Ryuzaki desperately trying to raid, but Dave brings seven villagers over, and he's going to keep that alive. Kron's building some water units now. Kron is aging. He doesn't have Civ compared to everybody else, I think, or aside from Ryuzaki. Ryuzaki is going 2 siege factories as well as a stable. He just doesn't have any units is the problem. But he needs to start sieging now. He's going to start the siege. Let's take a look at what the defenses are. Steez has nothing. Let's see. Yeah, he just has a single bowman. And I Rush with Dutch has 2 units. He's queuing up more archers, but I think he might actually be dead. Or he's definitely going to lose his capital at least, assuming Old Monk plays this right. If you look here on the left side, I'm at 1054. All these militia are going to walk in, and he's going to probably take the city.
Oh wow, if they get that cap sack, that'll be huge.
Yeah, Old Monk is a little out of position. He really needed to pull all his militia together, but he does get the cap sack. That's an 1107 cap sack for the records.
Wow. Oh boy.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I think he needs to just translate this into killing I Rush with Dutch. I think they have too high of a rare advantage.
He's just straight up. Yeah, and he sees it. He's already moving his catapults over there. He sees it.
Wow,
holy
what?
shit, they weren't ready for this.
They were not ready for this. They saw it, but they're just not ready for it. Wow. I think Steve's definitely, with his pants down a little bit, really didn't make enough archers in the Ancient Age.
Oh man, this is big hype right here. AZ doing exactly what they need to do to win. Holy, I mean, he's just dead.
Let's take a look, Irish. He has a bunch of
not even
food.
over there.
He doesn't have enough timber for another city.
He can't get militia, so that's really gonna kill him. If Old Monk just goes over and sieges that second city, he's just dead.
Yeah, I don't know why he's not moving his catapults.
Yeah, come on, do it. I really want you to do it. Do it, Old Monk. Finish him.
What a game. EL is still slightly in the lead by score. Dave has chosen to go Despot because he's like, oh, the other side's dying. I need to do something. French player's gonna go Senator. I don't like that move. I think you should go Despot. Keep Dave busy, but...
Yeah, really hate that move. He's floating a lot of gold, too.
iRush is going to go for that city. He just made enough timber. But I think he's dead.
Not going to get it.
I think he's dead. think he's
just
dead.
looking dead.
Yep, he's dead.
Oh!
Irosh is dead.
Oh baby, this just got spicy.
Yeah, I mean, this game
This
is...
got real spicy.
Wow, I
Oh,
was not expecting a top tier team like EL to just lose like that. Like, I mean, I know AZ had good rares, but wow, they.
Dave is just going. Dave is going for Ryuzaki right now.
Yeah,
He's
I mean,
just,
he needs to get something done. He needs to. I don't think they can win 2v1. So, especially with the cap sack that. Okay, Old Monk's gonna go for the British player.
Wow, this Old
Steez has
Monk,
nothing.
giant balls here. He's just going for it.
I think EL have got. I think AZF got it, even though EL are still ahead in average score. I think. Yeah, I mean, on the backside, Kron is doing mad work in the water.
Yeah. Holy shit. Oh, Dave's going for it. Does he have militia? He has militia. I don't think he can get this. He's got militia.
Yeah, both players have militia. I think Kron needs to pull his militia.
Get your senator out of there. Get your senator out of there.
What's happening here?
Use your senator. Ryuzaki.
Big fight here. Dave's getting a lot of plunder, which means it's bad news for Ryuzaki. This senator's really not working out for him. He's gonna go for a bribe, but I think it's not gonna work out. Kron really needed to pull his infantry. I really need to pull his citizens. Kron doesn't have a tower.
Meanwhile,
it looks like.
at London.
Meanwhile, London. Wow, this. I mean.
That's a good tower. Defend your catapults. Defend your catapults.
Steez is gonna get attrition.
Oh wow. Oh no, Steez is getting. Steez killed 2 catapults for free.
He just killed 2 catapults for free. He might get a 3rd.
He just killed 3. Oh, he just got 3.
Oh my god,
wow.
he's gonna get a 3rd. Wow, what insane. But I mean, I think the city's still dead. Maybe I don't know. It's all these militia are gonna burn here.
Chadden was right. Chadden was right. Trust him to throw.
Steez is
GG.
Yeah, Dave doesn't have any catapults left. It's over. The game is over. Well played to AZ. Really, really nice job. I mean, wow. What I was not expecting them to die to that rush. They even pinged it in the chat early, and they just died to it.
Holy shit!
Wow.
They knew it was coming too.
Yeah.
I mean, all right. So Dutch had a terrible start. He literally typed 0 rares, but then like he didn't really get pressured as hard as Old Monk could have. Like Old Monk he didn't go mill 1 and then drop a barracks, you know. So I don't know. There was just a lack of disrespect. Steez is still playing, by the way. I don't know what's up with that.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's just milking it for his kill count, and then gonna resign afterwards. But well played to AZ. They had a strategy, and then they
now we can win. Old Monk goes, now we can win on the 3-1.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's going to be a very fast game 1. It's a 15:08 game 1. I don't know what the record is for. I don't know what the record is, but Jatton says in the chat they could win if Dave stayed. I don't agree. I think it's actually over because Dave didn't have any sieges. He lost his sieges on the side, so he can't actually take Paris. Like they have no pressure on the side, and on this side, like obviously Old Monk, if Dave doesn't resign, he can back away his militia. You know what I mean? Like it's technically winnable, but it's not feasible because Dave just has no militia. Dave went all in for that. If he had Senator, maybe, but yeah.
Yeah, late game did lose.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
that's game number 1.
I guess we got at least 2. Okay, cool. I mean, I don't want to say it. Now we know we have 3 because who the fuck knows what's gonna happen next game. But all right, here we go, guys. All right. Glad we stayed awake for this one, huh?
Yeah, definitely. That game definitely woke me up. Let's jump straight into game number 2, shall we?
Yeah, I'm liking where this is going. Yeah. So, Mentalist was right about one thing his entire life. Irush is not in this game. Good for you, Mentalist.
All right. It's EL versus AZ. Game number 2.
Boo subbing in. Boo subbing in.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. I'm ready. In 3, 2, 1, hit it.
All right, so we are on Amazon, so it looks like EL have chosen to go Amazon, and I don't fault them for that at all. This is one of the maps where it's extremely hard to raid, to rush, even harder than Lakes, in my opinion. Like the terrain, the lack of wealth for early Despot, like it's really hard to rush. Let's take a look at the players and their nations. So for AZ, we've got Old Monk with British. That's tier 2. Kron with tier 3 Nubians, and tier 4 Ryuzaki with Chinese. On the other side, for EL, we've got Dave with Bantu, Steez with Indians, and Boo with Koreans. So all different nations. Who do you think has the better draft?
Uh, I like AZ's draft. I just like Nubians in general. I think it's especially if they're struggling for gold. Definitely a big fan of Nubians as the tier 3 over Indians. British is great if you're trying to boom, and I think Chinese versus Koreans is kind of whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna go with AZ here. Although I guess if Indians has a lot of gold rares, and Indians is stronger, but
yeah.
I'm thinking AZ's is better here.
Yeah, I think I agree with you. I've got to go with AZ. I think actually, like I would say British and Bantu are roughly even. British are pretty good at booming, and Bantu, they're also pretty good at booming. But I think Nubians is way better than Indians, especially on this map. Like, a lot of the problem with Indians is, like, they don't really do anything. Like, they can't attack. They can defend pretty easily, but you're not going to be attacking on this map. You're not going to be defending much on this map, basically. So, it's like...
Yeah, this looks like it's going to be a long one, so hope you stay awake, buddy. Yep, here we go.
Yeah, I do like Chinese more than Koreans. Just the science discount is really strong. The territory push early on is really nice. Getting those mountains, because that is one way you lose late games pretty easily. Just not having enough mountains. All right, let's take a look at where the players are located. We can start with EL this time. We've got Boo with Koreans. He's subbed in for iRush with Dutch on the very left corner, kind of off in his own world. On the bottom side, we've got the red Indian player Steez in the very bottom corner, and then on the right side, we've got the blue Bantu player Dave on the right. Dave's opponent is Kron, the purple Nubians player, and then in the pockets, they've got the yellow British player Old Monk, and then moving further to the left, we've got the light blue Chinese player Ryuzaki. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think it's gonna. I definitely think, given how the first game played out, and given the way AZ picked in the last game, I think they believe that they're not going to win a booming game on Outback, and so I think it's probably similar for this, right? Like, they just don't think they're favored in a booming game, which I tend to agree with. Usually the teams with more experience are favored in a booming game, just straight up at least. It's gonna be definitely interesting what sort of strategies maybe AZ can come up with, or if we're gonna see Dave's booming prowess in play here.
Yeah. All right. So, well, I guess British is more like boomy, but it's really, like you said before, really tough to rush. So I'm still thinking EL is going to find a way to pull this out, but also the positioning is not exactly favoring a rush right now. So maybe some cheese here. I'm looking for some AZ cheese. You know what I'm saying? Just like a 5 or 6 top lights in the back when no one's looking. Give him the Jen special. That's Jen does to me all the time.
I mean that, or honestly, I think what AZ could be doing is, if you look at their nations, okay, if you think about it, the speed-wise, their Nubians player is going to be pretty fast, so he'll have the first choice of Wonder. Maybe if they can get 2 wonders, or two good wonders, i.e. Hanging Garden / Colossus, maybe they can win a booming game, because if in a straight-up match, yes, a team that's a little bit more experienced will generally win, but if you can accrue some sort of advantage and hold that advantage, such as wonders, then you'll have a big advantage over the long game.
I mean, Kron doesn't have Bison, so that's unfortunate for you.
Yeah,
Kron. I'm sorry.
He also has no rares in his territory, which is pretty awkward. But
that's just, he doesn't see much either. So he doesn't even see Amber right there for a gold rare. Like
he does have Sugar, which is nice. That's a pretty good rare to have early on. Let's take a look at the rares overall. So for AZ this time, we'll start with AZ. They've got Amber between Kron and Old Monk. There's Sugar right next to London. And then there's furs as well as wine, kind of forward-ish for them. There's silk next to Beijing, and then in the back they've got peacocks, relics, obsidian, moving further to the right, spice, citrus, tobacco, and salt. On the other side for EL, they've got dye right next to Great Zimbabwe, and then the back left there's horses next to Delhi. There's marble as well as gems. Gems is kind of in the middle of nowhere, but it looks like it's going to be EL protected. Bison there, and then there's Pappy to the right of Soul, Wool to the left of Soul, and then the corner Copper. Who do you like? Who do you think has better rares?
I think EL does. I guess relics. I mean, the horses are actually pretty nice for Indians. The gems, I think, is EL's technically die. I think EL has more gold rares, I want to say.
They've got two. They've got tobacco, or sorry, not tobacco. They've got dye and they've got gems, whereas AZ have amber, they have tobacco, they have
Silk and
spilk. They've got spice,
peacocks,
kind of
maybe in the
peacocks,
back?
yeah. So
Yeah, it's spice true, yeah.
yeah, I think actually the rares are pretty balanced. I think it's slightly in favor of AZ in my opinion because furs is a really like even though most people see furs as a rushing rare, it's also really good in the late game. And you know having peacocks is pretty nice. They have a bunch of knowledge rares, which is really helpful. They have enough wealth rares, and you know their opponents their best rare is Pappy, but aside from that, what do they have? They have gems, which is like it's decent. They have horses and dye, which are both fine, but like they're not like the mind-boggling like ooh that. Whereas you know for AZ they've got sugar, which is very very solid rare. Definitely one of the top ones there.
Yep, no, I rescind my statement. Didn't see furs there, forgot about that one. Yeah, definitely AZ. If they can translate that, that would be good. But do they see all their rares yet, by the way? How's their scouting going?
Let's take a look here.
Yeah.
So
It's looking pretty good.
they've done both teams have done an all right job scouting. It looks like EL have done a better job scouting overall. I think they're just using more scouts. That's my guess. But,
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, they need to scout out some of those rares in the back and make sure they're raiding everything they can.
Yeah.
I think the pressure is going to be on EL here to outplay their opponents and put the pressure on. Yep.
Yeah.
Dave's telling them to put the center right now, so they're going to push center. We have a mill one coming out of Old Monk. I'm at 6:30, by the way.
Why would you go mill? What?
I don't know. That's what he's doing.
Yeah.
What time are you at?
I just reached 6:30. His barracks is to the right of the city of Kolo. I don't know. I feel like this is pretty throwy. I feel like you just go civic and then you're good. Like.
Yeah.
There's really no need to risk it here. Like you don't see any of your opponent's wood camps. They're like you're just gonna get picked off by a random slinger. In fact, Dave is actually gonna go mill as well. He's gonna skip that civic. Pretty interesting choice for him. I think it makes more sense because he's the Bantu player and he can raid in the back and stuff and be really annoying. But I don't know. If you look at Kron's library, he actually doesn't have calm for some reason. I think he's forgotten about it? I don't know. Very confusing play here. But the raids have started. This archer is going to get picked off immediately for Old Monk. Really, really unfortunate for him. But also, I mean, you got to see that coming. Like, you're against a Bantu player. What do you expect?
Yeah, now Dave's going to counter raid here, and that's looking pretty good for EL.
Yeah.
Kron's looking pretty good. He went mill 1, com 1, and now he's going mill 1, civ 1. Now he's going com 1.
Yeah, he is dragging in score, and that's just because his resources are not up there. But he did manage to use the silk for that com 1, which is pretty nice for him.
Yeah, that is. Maybe that was his plan.
Yeah.
He's only got 35 gold, and that's really my concern here with AZ is just they're very limited on, well, I guess both of them are very limited on gold across the board. There doesn't seem to be a lot of gold rares on this map. It's going to be pretty crucial for Old Monk secures the middle here, so they have gems. He's going to tower. That is huge. That is huge.
Pretty big. It is a little difficult to defend because it's like on the other side of a tree, on the other side of a river. And Kron has wisely pinged out. This is good. He's pinged out that Dave is raiding with 3 units. But unfortunately for him, he's going to throw away a slinger because I don't know.
He was typing. He was
typing. That's why I use voice chat.
Yep.
As long as he keeps Dave's units distracted, I think this is worth it. But Dave has 5 units now, so he's really trying to get some work done. He does have 80 food, so with that bison is really helping him out. Where's his bison? Am I blind?
Same.
Oh, it's in the middle of the map here.
Oh, nice. It's unfortunate for Kron. He can't use bison.
Yeah, if you look at the Koreans player, he has Civ 2, and it's a brawl here between the Bantu player and the Nubians player, and the British player.
Look at the units lost here. Dave has killed 1, lost 1. Kron has lost 1. Old Monk's killed 2. It's pretty even. Yeah, it's even two units on each team.
Yeah.
He's running away now. You chicken, run, Dave.
Yeah, I think
Tower is gonna go up here on gems, and that is really good for AZ. I like that a lot.
yeah. Gonna keep the tower alive with these units. Nice work.
Oh, we're slow
On the
down a
top
little bit,
side,
yeah.
it looks like we have a raid from Ryuzaki on, or sorry, a raid from Boo on Ryuzaki, raiding that silk merchant. That's going to be pretty annoying, but Ryuzaki has these archers that are going to drive it away.
Yeah, we got two tier 4s here on the left. I think Boo is, although Ryuzaki is OP, as Joven said, I think Boo is at a clear advantage here, so
yeah.
I'm hoping that AZ makes something happen earlier rather than later on the right side, because I do not know how long Ryuzaki is going to be able to hold out here.
Yeah,
We'll
I mean, this Civ 2 is a pretty nice build order. Obviously, it delays your timing a lot, but with Die, it can be really, really strong. Just getting all those free citizens, it's like essentially like you're just delaying your age time by a little bit so you can pump out more citizens, basically.
Right, and then you can just translate those to miners.
Yeah,
H2,
exactly.
It's actually really
miners or farmers after you get your senator. It's really nice. Dave is definitely a behind. He's not going to be aging for quite a while, but that's what happens when you make all these units. He has 5 units in the back there, all really, really low.
Yep, take a look at Die real quick. That's
it's going to get pushed.
Yo territory, yeah, that's not good.
Wow.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
okay.
I did feel like it was a little ambitious to get it there. And at the temple going down from Steve's, just adding insult to injury, he's going to definitely be able to fortify that. He also went Civ 2 in Ancient.
Yeah, they're really taking. EO's making good use of that Die right there.
Yeah.
Oh man. Oh, and Dave's just putting his 3rd city there. Okay, yeah, they're gonna secure Die. I don't think there's any way around that at this point. Old Monk's gonna try to go for a temple, but I don't think he's gonna get it in time.
Yeah, I'm at 1053, so I think you're a little bit ahead of me, but that's all right.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
Kron is gonna age. We've got Ryuzaki going Science 2 in Ancient. The greed is strong. He doesn't have Pappy, unfortunately for them, but you know. And this is a really awkward river for Dave. Obviously, you know, it's going to keep him safe from attacks for the most part, but he also can't get across it to raid very easily. It's like, you know, pretty annoying. And I would love to see Kron and Old Monk just make like an iron wall here, basically.
Kron and Old Monk, iron wall right there. I think they need to be aggressive, though. I just don't think.
I mean, this is a big river here. Maybe, I mean, obviously, Old Monk could rotate over to the left, and it's going to be really hard for them to hit Kron because Kron has there's the river here. But I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see. It might be tough.
Yeah, AZ is slightly leading in score, but relatively minimal. Let's see what the game plan is for each of these players. British player is going to go for Civ 2 and Taxation. I'm just going to try and push the center, hold that gems, it looks like. The tower is still going strong. And I actually think this is a pretty good play. You know, grab the center. If you pill the city right here, you can rotate more easily, and it's pretty tough for Kron to come all the way there, but maybe it can be good. Raids in the back on relics from a militia from Boo. Really nice work from him. Going to be able to clean up those relics merchants. That's really crucial. Just slowing down the knowledge production.
Yep, and it looks like Old Monk's really going for these gems. He's going Civ 2 right now.
Yeah, I'm
like
at
that.
1224. Yeah, he's got a Civ right in front of the city, just barely enough space with that gems, and so he's going to be able to keep his tower alive. It looks like.
Beautiful.
Yeah, that's a nice play.
Really good play. Steve's getting a stable up, but it's going to be too late.
Yeah, Dave finally aging, and he did manage to make it back with most of his units, and actually he's going to be able to pick away at Kron's units. Kron's overstepped with his slingers a bit. Let's take a look here. Ryuzaki is finishing up Senator. What did you say?
AZ is playing really well. Hey, I'm just thinking back to AZ's qualifier game, and AZ is playing really well right now. I am very surprised.
Yeah.
EL washed up? Question mark? I don't know, man. Just saying. Anyway, yeah. What were you saying? Go ahead.
An attempted elephant raid. They might actually be able to kill this tower from EL. Yeah, it looks like they're going to be able to take out the tower because Old Monk was not fast enough on the repair.
Yep.
So that's going to be nice for them. They can at least contest gems for a little bit.
Yeah, that's good. That elephant doing work right now.
Yeah, Steve's doing a nice job making sure the elephant tanks. Old Monk is paying attention. He's going to back off.
He's going to temple, though, off of Lancaster.
Yeah.
This is a game of territory right now.
Yeah.
He's actually split. He has split up EL on 2 different sides, but that kind of leaves him vulnerable if Boo were to rotate. But I think Boo's trying to be aggressive right now. He put his capital up front.
Yeah, raiding party from him. He's going to raid. I'm at 1348. He's going to take out a merchant at least. There is a nice tower here from Ryuzaki, so that means that's all Boo's going to get. But it's still free damage, right? You kill a merchant for free. It's really nice. Let's take a look at the knowledge incomes. I'm surprised nobody's gone Wonder, but we can take a look at the knowledge incomes. For AZ, we've got Kron with 55, Old Monk, British player with 65, the Chinese player with 50, on the other side, the Koreans player with 75, the Indians player with 80, and the Bantu player with 40. Dave is still really struggling to catch up after investing so many units and not really being able to convert them into concrete advantage. Kron's going to go for Colossus.
There's the oh wow, AZ is going to play that boom game, and I really like this. Wait, no, hang on.
Old Monk says we have to rush. I don't know. I feel like
this is. Here's our classic Senator Colossus Despot. Did he go Despot? No, did he?
I don't know.
No, he went Senator. Why do you don't rush?
No, the grades here on this side looks like Boo's gonna get the better trade. He's gonna lose a life horse to a bribe, but he's actually gonna kill literally all of Ryuzaki's units.
Kron's not using first. Kron use first. Kron.
No.
Kron. Kron. Mill 2, bro. You're almost pop capped. Oh, or just build more citizens. Okay.
Yes, sure, more citizens. More.
Yes. Oh, Dave coming in here.
Yeah, nice little raiding party. Okay, all these army raids are something that I see a lot of inter players don't do enough. You just walk in with your army. You obviously have to make sure you can get out, but this is free damage, right? Like Dave just killed a citizen for free. He killed 2 citizens for free. Like there's nothing that he just run away as soon as Kron walks over.
Yep. Yeah, they definitely helps fluster your opponent too. So really good to take your attention away from your rhythm and your build order. Really smart stuff. Let's see what we got going on here.
Steez is starting to make sieges. His economy is not really together, but I mean, Old Monk is doing well for himself, but he doesn't have a ton of units at this point.
Right, yeah, he's maxed out everything. He's doing great on food and wood now, and gold as well. Does he have taxation yet?
He does have taxation. Yeah, he did go taxation.
Really important stuff for British.
Yeah.
Good.
I mean, look at how much territory he's controlling with that gems. I mean, this is quite the insane amount of territory.
Now, the question is, can he deal with all these elephants? He does have needs to get back in his city. Yeah, run.
Yeah, an ambush here for Steez. He might be able to pick off some units for free. Yep, he's going to pick off at least an archer.
Oh, he's going to try to bribe with that senator there. Let's see if he gets it off.
No, it looks like he's not going to be able to. Oh, maybe? What is he doing?
I think he will.
No, I don't think he will.
You got it. You got it.
I'm at 16, 14. No worries.
God damn it. Spoiler alert all day here.
Yeah, he's going to get the bribe off. He might even be able to keep his senator. Yep, he's going to keep the senator alive. Wow, he might lose his archer, though, for free. Which would be bad.
That was
No, his archer's still alive.
Nope,
okay, it finally dies.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm at 1630 now. We have Boo trying to push on this side with sieges. He has 110 knowledge compared to the 50 of Ryuzaki. Ryuzaki's in a good amount of trouble. Really needs some help. I would love to see at this point. I know Old Monk can't really spare the units, but if he can sneak a horse archer in the back, that would be really nice. Like especially on Pappy or like literally all of Boo's infrastructure. He has nothing to defend.
Yeah, it would really be good for Old Monk to try to spare something. But Steez is putting a good amount of pressure. That is not a small number of elephants.
Yeah, 3 elephants, 4 archers, a light infantry, and a slinger. It's a pretty good army.
Old Monk doesn't have anything. I mean, he's ahead, but he's
investing in the eco. I think he's like trying to pretend that he has army, because otherwise Steez could just walk in. Dave continuously pushing here. He's actually going to go phalanx upgrade. He's still really hurt on wood or on food, and yeah, I think Dave just recognizes he has to keep Kron busy because otherwise Kron's just going to boom out of control. Although Kron's really suffering on, I don't know, he has a lot of resources. But
he's just floating a lot of resources right now. Kron's got to make some more units here to defend himself, especially with the Colossus.
All these raids are really hurting him. I mean, Dave can just run away and pick off these units one by one. Yeah, he's going to target fire Cataphract, kill that for free. Like, he hasn't lost any units.
Yeah.
I don't know. This looks like just Kron, unfortunately. Yeah, he's going to snipe the Senator. think Dave actually wins here because Kron's just kind of throwing away units. He has so many resources. But microing's tough, so. Ryozaki's really hurting for food. He had to pull a bunch of militia to defend himself, but I don't know. He's really, really stuck. On the bottom side, on the middle here, the Indian player going to try to rush and take the city. And then the age is just finished in time, and so that means all these archers and the elephants are burning in the attrition.
Yeah, he's going to lose both his catapults. That's super good. Now Old Monk needs to press his advantage here, or I guess Ryozaki's fine. I mean, he's doing okay. Old Monk is ahead now, man. He is looking real good.
Yeah, I mean, I really feel like
it's not looking so good.
Yeah, I really feel like Old Monk really needs to just raid this left side. Like, it's not like Steez can do anything to help him out, and Steez just lost all his catapults, so it's like he's not going to be pressuring for a little while. Oh my goodness, what's happening here on this side? Look at the militia rush from Dave. This is a 18-minute militia rush, and he's going to take the city of Kolo. Kron just getting caught with his pants down a tad. He has so many resources, but he's not producing from either of his buildings. No, he's going to produce now. This is just like really late. Like, I don't know. I think if he had been on his toes a little bit earlier, he might have been able to fight this. But now he's just going to throw away a bunch of units and again. Yeah. Wow.
That's really. Oh wow, that's super bad. Well, what is Old Monk going to do? He stuffed that up. That must be a down under saying. I'm at 1915, by the way.
Yeah, I've just reached 1915. Yeah, Kron.
Okay.
Yeah, you really did. You know, I think this game is actually very winnable. And in fact, I think AZ's ahead if you had not. Yeah, that was bad.
We'll see what happens. It's still.
Still anybody's game. Dave did lose a lot of. Dave did lose a good amount of citizens from that, but Kron lost way more. In fact, Kron is at half the population of Dave. 26 to 50. Old Monk's going to rotate over, but Steez is already on the case. He's going to be like, nah, you are not leaving, Old Monk. You are not leaving. Oh, well, no, he can't actually do anything.
Yeah, I think he's just chasing. He doesn't have any siege right now. He's researching trebuchets, but he lost the siege when he went all in. He went in on Lancaster. So
yeah.
I don't think he's gonna. I mean, he's coming, but
it's very slow. I really feel like
he has to run. Dave has to run. I mean, that's just
Dave has to run. He's gonna lose the city, but like the damage is done, right? Like Kron lost so many.
Look at left. Big fight. On the
big
left.
fight on the left side. It looks like Ryuzaki's got it. His senator is not really forward for some reason. Yeah, it looks like old Boo's gonna have to retreat, and this is gonna be a really bad retreat because he has to retreat right into a river. And there are still cavalry left over. He's gonna try and kite backwards. All these militia. And both sides are gonna withdraw. On the right side, the city of Kolo is still not taken back yet.
Yeah, Kron got hit hard there. That was tough.
Yeah, I mean, he's effectively dead.
Yeah, it's not good. That's really bad. I would like Old Monk to use his mine right next to London. That would be great. Thank you. All right. Moving on from there. It looks like Ryuzaki has got an edge on Boo now. I don't think he can actually push that edge, although he could put some units in the back at Seoul and Guy's Song there and start raiding.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're right. I think Ryuzaki's gotten the edge over Boo here. Yeah. Does feel like... Yeah, he's slightly ahead in tech. Both players' economies are really bad because they both pulled militia.
Why is he going Com 2 right now when he could go Mill 3?
He doesn't. He just doesn't have enough. Like Mill 3 doesn't do anything if you don't have any army. Whereas Com 2, your opponent's not going to attack for a little while because they lost a lot in that last attack. So just having the time to boom up a little bit, another caravan, more timber. You know, I think that's the right move.
Yeah, okay.
Steez is pressuring here with all these elephants. 4 elephants here and a bunch of crossbows. This is a nice army composition. But the British player is here with a bunch of archers to defend. Gonna run in his cavalry into elephants, which is not ideal. Needs to get these pikemen up and going.
Gets one of the gets a bribe off, which is great. Oof.
Yeah, I'm at 2154. But yes, the bribe is gonna go down. That's a lovely bribe. Another elephant's gonna get trapped by all these infantry. Old Monk is gonna lose his pikes, and he actually, I think his army composition, he really needs more horses, but Steez is not backing off. Steez is like, I will fight you man to man until I lose too many crossbows, and then the fight's over. So he's gonna run away. But sound victory there for Old Monk. Yeah, it's just gonna be on this right side. It's just Dave completely. I mean, that rush at the city of Kolo is probably keeping them in the game at this point. Keeping EL in the game.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's see what else we got here. Krana's coming back though. I'm a little worried about the library though. Old Monk waited to get Science 2, and he should be going straight for Science 3 there. This is clearly going to go to Gunpowder, so I think it's.
Yeah, but he's going to have still a very fast age time. I mean,
yeah, no one's really had Science 3 yet. I'm kind of surprised. I guess that's the greedy version of going medieval than Science 3, but a lot of people were sitting on quite a bit of knowledge for a while there on both sides.
Yeah, Dave has still no army, or sorry, Kron has still no army. He's got like 3 units, but he is aging, so he'll be able to survive this push from Dave for a little while, but he's going to need Old Monk to come over and help him once again. He just doesn't have enough units, and he's going to lose a lot of eco here, and he can't afford to give away Colossus / well, just another player, really. On the top side, it looks like Ryuzaki went for an ill-advised push. He thought he was ahead, but really he wasn't, so, yeah. I feel like Kron really needs to infinite Q citizens and then get his eco together and pump out army. Like he needs to, like he can win against Dave if Old Monk helps him 1 or 2 more times, but it's just like really awkward.
Yeah, he's still floating a lot of resources though, so I don't really know what's up with that.
I don't know. He just got sent food, but he needs to infinite Q citizens. Like, he's okay.
Well,
he's gonna lose a bunch of units here. With Dave going for another army raid, 2 catapults.
He moved his capital all the way back to Mundus. I'm at 2324.
Yeah.
So that's good. Drop some towers, drop some outposts, pray to Jesus. He'll be all right, Kron.
Yeah, and he needs to field an army. He has no units.
Yeah, I would sell some of that food for gold right now. And
he needs to not bleed units. Like he's just like throwing away random citizens left and right. Like obviously Dave has a ton of army, so he can't really avoid it. But it's like, I don't know. Old Monk is taking his time pressuring the city so that Steez has enough time to build up a defense. Towers and lookouts going down. On the top side, it's a stalemate. And then
I think that it's really Kron versus Dave right now. That's going to be the decider. Although, you know, Old Monk actually.
I mean, Old Monk will kill on the bottom side here, but Old Monk says, "Okay, yeah, I actually need to go rotate and help my friend here."
Yeah, he definitely does.
Dave has played this very well despite fudging up his early raids. Like his early raids did like no damage, but he's actually played this really well. And Kron, unfortunately, has not been able to do much of anything. Just needs to make more units. He's making pikes right now, which are not great.
I mean, how many units to save? Dave doesn't. Oh no, he does. That was
he has a pretty large army. Yeah, he has a bunch of knights.
That is a lot of knights. Kron's got 7 pikes. Microed well, could be okay. I mean, all right. So let's see here. Steez has no idea that Old Monk's gone.
Blue.
Old Monk might. Oh, they see it. How do they see it? Oh.
There's a single raiding elephant at Portsmouth.
Wow, that was so clutch because Old Monk was about to go for the double.
Yeah, I'm at 2530. Dave's gonna run away. They see it. Wait, how did they have vision here?
So I was wondering.
Did a unit just die? Oh, they have a scout in the top right there. That just got picked up by light cavalry.
Oh, that is so good. Because that would have been like Dave would have went in and then just lost his army. But Kron's okay now, you know. That's good.
Yeah,
Kron's
I mean,
okay,
it's still the game's still like fairly even. The scores are ridiculously close. It does look like Ryuzaki's gonna go back for Hanging Gardens. Let's take a look. Who's close to aging? Ryuzaki needs Mill 2, and then he can age. He needs like maybe 800 knowledge after that. Old Monk can age. He needs 800 knowledge.
No one's using relics in the back right now because Boo raided it, so that's really good.
That's a nice raid. Nice work from him. That knight doing really good work.
Mirazaki's close. Boo is nowhere close. Steez is kind of close. He has 11 scholars though, so that's going to take him a hot minute. Yeah, it's just Ryuzaki is just the one that's closest, I think.
I mean, he's at 138 knowledge compared to 126 for Boo, but Boo's going to get literacy, so I think that Boo's actually going to age first, but it's going to be close.
Well, Ryuzaki has literacy.
Yeah. No, I'm saying Boo is getting literacy, so he's going to go up to 154 now.
Yep, I missed. Yep, you're right. Yeah, Boo will.
Ryuzaki's actually going to throw down Forbidden City as well. Interesting of him. A big skirmish here on the bottom side. I think it's not going to work out for Steez there. Steez just doesn't have enough army. I really wish Steez would just boom up a little bit more, but he's trying to keep the attention away from Dave on the right side, so Dave can hopefully kill. Dave is making a very sneaky move through the river, and Kron's going to catch him with some cavalry. Yeah, Dave's walking all the way over, and Ryuzaki actually doesn't have many units. They might be in trouble here. Dave has a massive army. Kron's gonna go for pyramids now. I think he's definitely over booming here. Really needs just more army. On the top side, still a stalemate. It looks like Boo is the one sieging stuff now. Ryuzaki doesn't have a ton of army. Boo doesn't either, but he has a slightly larger army. And now they're going to siege the city of Portsmouth. Combined Steez and Dave armies. Steez doesn't have a ton of units, but Dave has a lot. So, you know. The raids continue. It's a militia raiding relics this time. Really nice work from Boo. Just the continual raids on relics, you know, it's really hurting AZ. The cavalry have
really
arrived, except Ryuzaki has no cavalry and he's just walking in. Yeah, it looks like they're going to lose the city. I mean, Dave just has so many knights and there's not enough heavy... Oh, it looks like actually there's a lot of heavy infantry from Kron. It is kind of awkward for EL. They're fighting in a river, but they just have way more units than their opponents, so...
Well, yeah, those knights are hitting those archers right now. Ah, God, micro the archers away. Kron, help him.
Oh, no. Old Monk needs to back up. But, I mean, there's so many knights here that are just going to mop up all of these archers. It's really, really bad. But on the other side,
if Kron just,
I mean, Dave is losing all of his archers of his own. Kron has a bunch of cavalry. This is what an insane fight here. It's going to be really close. I mean, Ryuzaki's losing a ton of units, but He's just pumping them out.
They're backing out.
Yeah, they're backing out. That is going to be a victory, probably a Pyrrhic victory for AZ, but at least they deal with Dave's massive army.
Wow. Yeah, I think if, well, optimally, if Kron had moved his heavy infantry over to the left there once those knights shifted. I know it's asking a lot from micro in that sense, and it's obviously slower when we're replaying it, but that would have been even better. But yeah, good win all the same.
Yeah. It looks like Ryuzaki's not really paying attention, just kind of marching in his militia. Really needs to get his workers back to work, because he's actually at 12 metal income right now. But that was a really, really good fight for them. Yeah, I mean, this game looks solidly in AZ's favor. Another skirmish on this side, both sides just fighting it out, continually brawling. It looks like Ryuzaki's going to age slightly faster, and he's actually going to lose the fight as well. Really nice play from AZ both games so far. I think they might have this one actually. A bribe going down on the top side for Sender. He's going to get it off. He's going to lose the Senator, but I think that's going to win Ryuzaki the fight. On the backside, Boo still raiding with his single militia. Surprised that Ryuzaki doesn't have attrition to deal with it. And Ryuzaki can age. He can click up right now. Kron doesn't have Mill 3, but he's getting literacy, and he's really doing well for himself. He's a little skimped on middle, but, you know. So the game's quieted down for a moment. Who do you think is... Oh, yeah.
I'm starting to think there might be an upset.
Yeah,
here.
I think so too. I mean, I feel like Dave's doing pretty well for himself eco-wise. He's got all his techs. He's the Bantu player. He has a really nice metal income, and he's going to be able to age in a little bit. But Steez has definitely fallen behind. He just does, his eco is not really together, and he doesn't have enough food for age. Whereas, you know, Ryuzaki also doesn't have enough food for age because he's had to make a bunch. He had to remake a bunch of citizens, and in fact, his economy is pretty bad. But he does have a much larger army than Steez, so that's something.
Yeah, for sure.
On this side,
yeah,
Ryuzaki's almost finished aging.
Okay,
Kron is doing very
yeah.
well for himself. He's definitely recovered from that early on when he had half the population of Dave.
Yeah, he's doing really great. Way to recover, Kron. Let's see, does he have a fort yet? I think he should get a fort soon.
He doesn't. I think he's a little short on metal. He did put down the fort right now. I'm at 3124.
Okay.
It's kind of just walking in units. I don't really know what these are there for, but... Ryuzaki finishes his age, but he actually lost a big fight here on this top side. Boo has a lot of units, and Ryuzaki, all his units are garrisoned, but... Alright, he's gonna fight it out. Looks like they're just brawling here. Just continual slaughterfest here.
Yep. Kron is currently paying at 35% of his max capacity, says Jadden. The nowhere evolved Ron, that is Ron. Yeah, let's see here. So I'm at 30. I'm at 32 right now.
Yeah,
Dave is going in on
Dave is going on Kolo again. Let's take a look. Where's Kron's army? It's on to the right side. He doesn't have crossbow upgrade actually, and this city's going down very fast. Temple is getting put up.
Well, he doesn't get crossbow upgrade, so joke's on you, Mr.
Okay,
Pear.
okay, all right, whatever the Nubian unique archers
This guy's
are.
casted how many games right now? How many Nubians
Royal
have you
Kushite
seen?
archers. All right, who remembers that name? All right.
Hey, the point is they're not crossbows, all right? I'm just saying, and you've casted quite a few Nubians games, sir.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Okay. All right.
Your okay line is, let me check the Nubians market to see the rares because I'm too lazy to scroll. Just saying.
Dude, it highlights them for you, all right?
It's just efficient, man.
Yeah.
No,
Kron does look like he's in a bit of trouble here. I mean, he doesn't have enough army.
Like, use that Royal Kushite upgrade real quick.
Yeah, Royal Kushite archers, yeah.
You'll be fine once you get that.
Old Monk has aged, and Ryuzaki has stabilized the top side. He's getting Bombard upgrade right now. He finishes up his Heavy Knight upgrade, and then he's put down his Senate, so I imagine he'll be able to get his Monarchy very soon. And that's when the game starts getting really interesting on this top side, instead of just a stalemate back and forth. Big fight on the city of Kolo. I'm surprised Old Monk isn't here already, because Kron is definitely taking a lot of losses.
Yeah,
just a couple knights from Ryuzaki would be really good, but he's kind of just ignored he's kind of just letting his ally take big losses. Kron is holding momentarily, but I think it's going to be over very soon. A nice bribe from Dave, going to get rid of some spies. Or going to get rid of some knights, I mean. Fatabi, so to answer your question, this game is basically... Dave built 5 units in Ancient Age, like raiding units, because he's a Bantu player, and got no damage done with it. And he's just really far behind. And also, Steez has been playing from behind against the British player, so AZ have just been like... They're like slightly ahead, but they've been slightly ahead the entire game, basically.
Yep. And it looks like Old Monk, I'm at 34 minutes about, a little less.
Yeah,
Old Monk's going to probably take
I'm
the
at
city.
3350.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, this Monarchy upgrade from Ryuzaki. And Dave does take the city of Kolo. That is a big loss. I think Old Monk... Oh, no? Oh, yeah, you're right. Sorry, wait. I'm confusing them. Old Monk is here. He's trying to take the city of Pataliptra, but he doesn't have enough units. He has all archers. He doesn't even have crossbow upgrade. This seems like a pretty ill-advised attack.
He has 28 archers. Well, actually, those are
decoys. He has 16 actual archers.
Okay. I mean, the game, the last like 2 minutes have gone pretty well for EL aside from the top side. Okay, Kron says he's okay, and I kind of agree with him, honestly. Kolo was kind of a dummy one, but Dave is not going for Napata.
Oh, he's going to walk over to Portsmouth. I love this move from Dave. It's really, really good, because Napata's so far away, he can't reinforce it, whereas if you attack Portsmouth, you're forcing Old Monk back at the very least, because this side is very, very close, but I think Steez has it, actually. Old Monk his army composition is not really there, and his metal income's really small.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's actually going to lose this fight on.
He is still. Remember when I said this 10 minutes ago? Use the mountain at London. Remember when I said that?
Yeah.
Guess what he's not. Guess what he's not
no,
doing.
it's used by Kron. Kron's using it.
Oh.
He's a mine there.
Well, now he is. Oh, he does. Oh, wow. Okay.
City of Kolo is taken back momentarily. Kron is aging.
Too.
All of EL have aged.
Wow,
on the top left side, it looks like we're going to see a big fight. Boo is going to walk through the river and try and engage Ryuzaki's army. Ryuzaki doesn't have a ton of heavy knights, but he has all these light infantry that are, going to do some big damage.
He's going to pull his knights away here and try to get him away from the pike. Okay.
Definitely an interesting move. I think I would have cut down or cut left, but instead it looks like he's just going to take a bad fight here. Don't think pulling your knights backward was a good move. You got to go to the left or the right. And
Yell out microing right now.
Yeah, Dave is going to lose his sieges to Kron here, sneaking with a small force. Kron is about to age. I'm at 3850. Ryuzaki threw away a bunch of units, and EL is once again in the lead, in score at least.
Yeah, I see in the chat, alt and imp something is right. I think EL's got better micro, and it is showing right now.
Coming.
Yeah. Like the army movements and everything, it's just like, I feel like these last couple minutes have been really good for EL. And I don't understand why Old Monk needed to press. I think they win the long game. I think you just... Like, I think Kron just needs to stabilize, and then the game's easy, but he just, like, kind of left him to die because he thought he could win a fight against... Steez, and
the rating.
Yeah.
Look at the rating happening in the back. Like, there is no rating occurring on the other side at all by AZ, and that's just the difference between intros and pros right there.
Yeah, there's three knights coming on raiding London. That's really, really nice. The continual raids at relics from earlier. Looks like it's a stalemate once again on this left side between Ryuzaki and Boo. I would love Ryuzaki to send some knights in the back and just raid, but there's a mine open here. There's plenty of stuff to raid, but he's not raiding at all.
Yeah, no, Ryuzaki just really wants Ganju, man. So that's all he's gunning for. And this isn't looking good for AZ anymore. They're still ahead.
I think they're actually slightly behind now because Ryuzaki threw away his army. Like, look at this Ryuzaki's army, eco. It's awful. Obviously he's sending his citizens back now, but he's really behind for some reason. And I think it's just because, like, he just, like, took a random fight. Like, he just tried to force the city way too much, and it's just like, you're not getting that city if you have all archers. These knights still in the back. They still have gone completely uncontested from Dave. And Ryuzaki doesn't have attrition, so he's, pretty awkward for him.
Yeah, I'm at 37-40 right now.
Yeah, I'm at 37-35. Dave's gonna go for the city of Kolo again, recognizing that he has a big advantage, and he's just gonna walk in. I don't know, this looks pretty yikes for AZ. For AZ fans out there, it feels like they had a big lead, and they're kind of throwing it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand why Old Monk's eco is so terrible. He doesn't have a smelter, that's why.
oh no, don't say the fucking smelter. If Pear's gonna cast your game, you have to make a smelter. Otherwise, you're just gonna hear about it the entire game. Guys, make your smelters.
Please, smelters. Oh my god. He actually was, like, missing so much metal because he doesn't have a smelter. Also, he has still no army. What the heck? Where's his army? Why is he so... The raids continue. Ryuzaki refusing to get attrition, really hurting him. These knights are doing big damage from Dave. Or Dave doing big damage with the knights. And finally, all this engagement on the right side, now finally Boo has decided, I'm going to go to the left side and attack Taiyuan. I think it's a pretty even fight. It looks like Ryuzaki doesn't have any pikes, which is kind of hurting him. But neither does Boo.
They both have,
They both have Monarch. They both have armor. Looks like Boo has a larger army. Yeah.
Yeah, it does. It's close.
Yeah, I think what happened was Boo is able to get to the back line of the heavy fire lances easier.
Better mic.
Because
better micro.
Well, the arquebusiers for Boo are just kind of bunched at Taiyuan. I think if Ryuzaki had been in front of his city, the fight goes differently because he's allowed to go to the back line of Boo because neither of them have heavy infantry. It's about who gets to the back line. But because Ryuzaki was behind his city instead, he's going to take a terrible fight. And suddenly the game looks EL favored.
Yeah, significantly. The micro and into the small things about like the tactics there and where your army's position is really killing AZ. I'm just shocked that they're doing this well. Honestly, this has been a hell of a game. And
yeah, this has been a hell of a match so far. As much as it sucks for AZ fans there, I want a game 3. So
I think we're gonna get it, man. This ain't looking good for AZ at all right now. That's
good night, John.
Yeah.
See you.
Yeah, Chad, you fucking slacker.
Yeah.
You're
Steez is gonna take the city of
tournament,
Lancaster. I'm expecting a GG soon. I mean, I think Kron is just never able. He was never able to stabilize because Old Monk just didn't help him enough, I think.
Yep.
And on the left
Steve's
side,
got the elephants.
on the left side,
So
Ryuzaki's just losing the 1v1 against Boo. Yeah,
it's over.
I think the game's over.
Really?
Are you okay there?
I'm doing great. I'm gonna get another glass of water. Maybe I'll just have a coffee and stay up.
Yeah, seriously. Really nice comeback by EL again. I think MVP of this game definitely Dave. I mean, taking the city of Kolo and setting Kron back a ton has put them in the game. Has put them back in the game, and then now
Yeah, I was gonna give it to Old Monk just because of how much damage he did early, but then
I mean, he just threw away his army for no reason. Like against an Indians player, he's just forcing the city, and he's never taking that because he has only archers.
Kron says there's still a chance, and Kron's a very optimistic man.
Yeah, he's optimistic. He does have a pretty sizable army, but Dave has a very large army at this point. So
yeah, I don't think he can beat Dave, and the other two players can beat Dave. Quicker.
Yeah. I feel like Old Monk just really needs to help him a little bit more. Like, that last city loss was really bad. Like, Old Monk should have just retreated from the city of Pataliputra, and then Pataliputra, whatever the P-sounding city is, and helped Kron. Because then the game is, like, winnable. Obviously, the top side's losing, but,
Yeah, I mean, the top side's lost. He lost slowly, and honestly, he was giving Boo a lot of trouble for a while.
Yeah, he was giving Boo a run for his money, but I think the continual raids on relics really, really hurt them. I mean, like, they must have lost like 10 to 15 merchants on that side. So.
Oh yeah, the small things that we don't focus on when we're casting, just for everyone in the chat, those small raids, those tiny micro things during big fights, but the small raiding in the back and those small things that EL does to push the other opponent over the edge there, really what adds up. So, props to EL for raiding and doing all that.
Yeah, what a game. I mean, I think like they were really behind like the whole game, and they managed to bring it back. Just really nice micro.
Yep.
The raids continuously keeping their opponents on the back end. And yeah, they took the good fights and avoided bad ones.
Yep. Kron's going for Gundu right now. I guess if this doesn't work out, we can fast forward.
Yeah, sure. They're probably going to call GG if this
didn't work out. Yeah,
it looks like it's not going to work out.
Yeah.
Dave is way too much.
Yes. Yeah, he lost here. Yeah. All right, I'm fast forwarding.
All right.
Yep, there's the GG.
Yeah, we're going to see the GG. Again, I think this is unfortunately so for AZ fans, it's unfortunate because it's a mix of EL playing really well and also AZ really dropping the ball. It felt like I don't think I'll put the blame on Kron at all. Aside from dying to the militia rush from Dave, like, I mean, you just gotta scout and you gotta make more army. But aside from that, I feel like this one was really on Old Monk. I felt like he threw away so much army trying to take the city of the peace starting city, and like is just like. It really felt like if he just helps Kron stabilize, the game is winnable. Or at least,
before we switch, do me a quick favor and just hit the stats tab, go to the military, and look at the units killed, the units lost, and then I'll tell you the whole game. And we're moving on.
Yeah.
You can just open that one up for the chat real quick. Just open that one up. Yeah. So, micro's important, guys. Just 101. No, but seriously though, EL's probably some of the best micros in the game. Definitely top 4 for sure in terms of that. So AZ really played quite well this game. I'm very impressed with how they've been their performance. I think it's just when you get to that late game kind of thing, the top 4 teams, top 8 teams, but the top 4 teams especially are going to shine through and not make those small mistakes during fights that'll cost you 20 units before you can blink. You know?
Yeah, definitely.
That's the tough thing. When we recast things and we say like, oh no, he's not paying attention. Like, yeah, of course he's not paying attention. He's doing 10 different things at the same time. So, you know, we focus on minute details in these recasts, and things seem to happen slower, but during the game, things are happening quite fast. So, very, very curious for Game 3. So,
yeah,
let's take
definitely.
a quick break.
This has been quite the series. I really thought this was going to be extremely EL one-sided, but in fact, I think like AZ have seemed like they've just had it really well together for the most part. Obviously, this game they choked a little bit, but yeah, I'm excited for game number 3. You want to jump right into it?
Give me 1 minute.
Yeah, sure.
Then
I'm gonna update the scorecard really quick here.
Sounds good.
Yeah, some pretty exciting stuff. For those of you who are still here, thank you for joining us. I'm very tired, but I will push on through for this last game. Yeah, I really think that was quite a game, and a showcase of, you know, a lot of it is army tactics and army movements. You know, just the rotations were really nice from EL that game. Felt like Old Monk had a really nice rotation to the right, but he should have just kept doing that, kept keeping Kron alive, because I think they, you know, if Kron is given time to stabilize, maybe he wins. You know, yeah.
I'm back.
All right, welcome back.
Fatabi in the chat, you're absolutely right. Jadden like rang my fucking doorbell in the first round with micro and rating. I'm gonna, if I do see WL in the loser go home, winner go home, I will hopefully be on my game for that one, because that was not good. And
All
also,
right.
if I could ban Mongols, I totally would. All right, let's do it.
All right, exciting game number 3. Finally, we have a what do you oops, this is wrong. Finally, we have a best of 3 that's actually going to go to a game 3. So exciting! EL versus AZ, game number 3.
Wait, no, this isn't what. Wait, what you opened?
I opened a game with Tough Pumpy as the top player. You know, viewers, I think we may have been bamboozled. How did this happen?
Search is trolling, dude.
Seriously, how did this happen? Okay, we're gonna take a quick break, another 5-minute break, while we attempt to figure this out. There is a chance that there's no, there's no third game, because I don't know. Maybe like, what the heck? Okay. Anyways, we'll be back in about 5 minutes. Be right back.
Yeah.
Oh, Kron, you're in the chat. Kron, you sent us the wrong replay for game 3, unless something bad happened, because it's 1-1. Okay, awesome. Okay, let me type my email in the chat, and then we can. Okay, thanks, Kron. You're the best.
We
sent us the wrong replay.
Are we still live right now or no? Wait, are we still live?
Yeah, we're still live. Yeah. Well,
Oh,
they can hear our voices. I turned our voices back on because I need to talk to
oh,
Kron in
cool.
the chat. Yeah, Kron, if
All
you
right.
could just send an email to me, that would be awesome, and then we can get the show back on the road.
I'm glad Kron was. He lives in Australia and it was like awake for this. Otherwise, we could always speculate. Who do you think's gonna win?
I think the morale boost is
EL,
strong
yeah.
for EL, so I think I'm gonna
Yeah,
give
they're
it
like,
to EL, but
we're like, yeah, we're actually good players. We forgot. Classic. I'm gonna fast forward this and watch Surge get clapped real quick while we wait for that
okay.
replay.
All right.
Can I cast that? Let's see real quick. Let's see. Surge can get clapped like you did in that first game.
Okay.
I'd like to point out that MOC 2-0'd the team that AT couldn't, or Tough, or whatever they're called. Just saying, FYI. Just letting you know that clearly WL, then MOC, then AT, then SFT won, and it's Surge's fault.
Okay.
Just talking smack for the sake of it. Cast the 1v1. It's not a 1v1, dude. It's a 4v4. Let's see. Surge is Indians versus Kron, who is British. Giving you guys. I'm not actually going to show you guys the game. I'm just going to say how it's going on very fast speed. Surge is doing good. All right, Surge's top score.
Yeah, I hate to see it.
maybe Tough's pretty good this game. I don't know.
All right. Well, while we're waiting, obviously, Kron, hey, hello, how's it going? We see Fatabi, Duzzles, Alan, Joe. I mean, I've already mentioned a couple of you in the past, but I'll say hello to you again. It has been a rather long cast, so I'm kind of tired, but I'm willing to get game number 3 whenever Kron is ready with the thing, and he sends it to me hopefully soon.
Yep.
Yeah.
This is going quite well.
Yeah.
Yeah, MOC low enter versus WO. You're right. We were definitely off our game for sure. I haven't had time to play. Had a life, Alan.
Yeah, Kron. I'll message you on Steam. I sent it in the chat, but I'll just message you on Steam. Oh, sorry. Yeah. It's that. Okay, I just sent it to you, Kron. We could take a quick moment to talk about the donors. Thank you so much to everybody who's donated to the tournament. We have $750 raised out of $1,000. If you do want to support the tournament, go ahead and donate. Again, tournament information is in the tournament link, in the tournament link, that website below. That's on the tournament link below. And you can find the GoFundMe there, as well as information about the rules, as well as current standings, stuff like that.
Everyone's low enter versus WO, man. I'm telling you, they were. It was night and day playing other teams and scrimmages and playing those games.
Yeah,
but we'll see. It wasn't like the second game wasn't really. We'll see. I'm curious to watch Tough versus WL to see how that pans out. That should be a really good matchup.
Yeah. Reminder to the viewers that if you want to support Rise of Nations as a whole and stuff, you can leave a comment down below, or leave a like, comment, subscribe, whatever the kids say these days, because the YouTube algorithm really likes that.
Yes.
So we'd really appreciate you doing that. And yeah, hopefully we should get our game very soon. I'm going to refresh. Okay, here we go. I'm going to download this. I will send this to you, Raiden.
Yeah, just send it to me in Discord real quick.
Yeah.
Holy crap! Surge let his teammate die in this game. Classic. Anyway,
commentators.
All
this
right.
one. Okay, all right. We'll be live momentarily. I'm just putting the things in the right folder. Okay. All right.
Just do the thing.
Switch back to Rise of Nations. So let's jump into this game in a minute.
Hang on, I gotta do the same thing. Sheesh. Kron, what were you? Are you tired?
Kron gave me a good reason. It's so apparently what happened. If you don't, assuming Kron doesn't mind me sharing, is basically Jatten wanted to cast it live like afterwards, like immediately after. But because they only played 2 games and they didn't want to spoil the 3rd game, they sent a fake 3rd replay.
Oh, and then it just ended up happening.
Yeah. It's like
So
Jan
it's
never
Jan's
casted it
fault.
live, so it's Jan's fault basically.
Oh yeah. Well, that makes total sense. You should have just led with that one and just I wouldn't even ask questions. You know, I'd have been like, all right, cool. Jan's fault. I'm good with that.
All right. I've loaded up the replay whenever you're ready. No rush
They
though.
chose whole.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
And we're in for an
I'm
exciting one. Game number 3
Oh,
between
yeah.
probably one of the closer matches we've seen so far. 3, 2, 1, go. Let's take a look at the
All right,
players
let's
in their
fast
nation.
forward.
We should talk through
that
players
one.
in nation. So we've got for AZ, they've got Ryuzaki, Tier 1 with Lakota. Tier 3, Old Monk with Indians. And Tier 4, Kron with Spanish. On the other side, we've got Boo with Japanese. That's Tier 1. Dave with French, Tier 3. And Steez with Tier 4 as Spanish. So the differences are Japanese versus Lakota, as well as French versus Indians. What do you like here on Watering Hole?
I think I prefer ELs. What was the tier 3 for AZ again? It was,
It's Indians versus French.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with EL for sure. I think
Yeah.
they can be aggressive early with French and Japanese, and Spanish is obviously the best tier 4 for whole, so that makes sense.
Yeah,
But
I do think, like, obviously we've seen some amazing things from Lakota. Like, I remember my very first Nomadium match in Nomadium 2, Kron went ham and he has like villager hit squad of like 5 Lakota villagers and he just like decimated Duzless Wood Camp. So I remember that was a pretty interesting strategy. So I mean, obviously Lakota are very good on aggressive maps, but I do think I slightly prefer Japanese. Their ships are slightly cheaper. They're also incredibly fast. The heavy infantry dealing extra damage to buildings is a big bonus. So I think I slightly prefer that, and I do think French are just better than Indians. On this map, and well, in general, because I'm a sucker for French, but I think they're much better on this map. So I'm really surprised that Old Monk went Indians here.
Great, yeah, we'll see what the rares are like, but I'm thinking EL is going to try to control water here. Just Japanese to be a little... Well, we'll see how the wood line is, but Japanese will be a little better here, I would think.
Yeah.
Let's see what the wood is for everybody. Let's take a look and see where everyone's
Sure.
spawning.
So we've got, I'm at 131, just FYI. So we've got Steez kind of in the center here. In the bottom, on the bottom of the lake here, Madrid, he's got I think this is a +6 on the left side. And then in the pocket, the Japanese player, Boo, who's got a +9 wood camp, and then the French player, Dave, who's got probably
nice.
+4.
Oof.
+5 maybe? I don't know. He's got a +5 because he's French, so that's good for him.
Oh, nice.
On the other side, we've gotten the blue Spanish player, Kron, with a very lucky +7 right on the edge of his territory. The orange Indians player with a +6, and the yellow Lakota player with, I mean, I imagine we'll have a
one.
Yeah, with
That's the one right there.
Yeah,
that'll be like 11. That is some big wood, man. Just saying.
Yeah,
big
let's
wood.
talk through the rares quickly because we do have Spanish players that can help us out. So we've got for EL, they've got horses, relics, bison, silver, dye, and marble, as well as probably obsidian. And then for their opponents, they've got wool.
Yes. The classic hole problem. Anyway, moving on from that issue.
Yeah.
Let's see how Lakota is doing on their rune bonuses. They have 2 runes so far.
Pretty awkward. I mean, it's still early in the game. Dave has gone 4, so this game is not looking so hot for AZ very early on. My guess. So I'll talk briefly about why French is so much better than Indians. Like, it's not even comparable. When you're Indians and you get behind, you just die. If you're French and you get behind, you go despot and you kill them. That's like kind of the difference. It's like here, right? Like if you're in Old Monk spot and you have French instead, you just go despot, right? You never build a market. You go calm mill and you just despot and you try to kill your opponent and hope you out-macro them, and that like you have a chance to win. But if you're Indians, you literally can't do anything,
right?
Because you have no rares. So yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be kind of rough for AZ for sure.
Yeah. Well, we've seen them give it a pretty good fight in the last 2 games, so let's see if they're able to make anything happen this game.
Yep. All right, let's see. It's I'm at 350-ish.
Yeah, 353 for me.
Okay, fast forward a little bit to Com 1.
Sure.
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna stop at 5 minutes exactly.
Sounds good.
Okay, and 5 minutes, 5:01. Okay, so we've got the Lakota player with Calm 1, we've got the Japanese
On
player
my
with
way.
Calm 1, French player has Calm 1, Spanish player Calm 1. Everybody's going Calm 1.
Classic.
Yeah.
All right, let's see here. Let's see if anyone likes to raid land. Although it's really not. It's not going to do anything for EL to raid land, so I doubt they will. But
Yeah. I think AZ, somebody has to raid land in order to force units out of their opponent, because otherwise they're just going to get way too behind. They need to force. They need to either do critical damage or force their opponents to make a bunch of units. Kron's going to go 2 docks. Let's see here. What's the Spanish player up to? Spanish player just a single dock, or a red Spanish player. Steez is just a single dock.
Yep. Oh, he's not going to see it in time. All right, maybe he could have stopped that if he had went right for it, but
The second dock, you mean?
or even the first one, honestly, you might have been able to get close enough. Who knows? Actually, I don't know how the attack damage is on building repairs if it's a water unit. I don't think it's that strong.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. But AZ must be feeling pretty bad about this game so far. I mean, just like not having any of the rares is really bad.
Yeah, that's unlucky. But it's nothing that's there's no water rares, so technically
maybe they could grab horses technically.
They could, yep.
Yeah, Ryuzaki sits just right in front of there. But no, they're gonna max out on the water. Looks like it's gonna be all water, just battling in the water.
Ryuzaki, I'm at 622. Look at Ryuzaki's hoplite. If he goes straight to Steez's city, maybe? Oh, he's not gonna get there.
Oh wow, he has made a hoplite. Let's take a look. Steez. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna get there. I just reached 630. I don't think he's gonna get there quite in time. But that would have been a good move. His barracks had been more forward.
It was close.
Oh,
it was very close.
Yeah, no, he's just gonna miss it. Just barely. Boo's gonna get up at barracks himself.
Yeah, that's not good.
Kron's going triple dock. I don't know if that's the best idea. I think he needs to just make fishing ships and get his food income up, because otherwise he's falling too behind.
Yeah. So Old Monk is helping him on water. That's good. Let's see the ship micro.
Yeah.
Good ship micro on both teams so far.
Boats. Okay.
Oh, boats for days. Win the water. Win the game.
Looks like Dave's gonna be fighting water.
Oh, Kron lost his ship. No. Kron.
Oh no.
Yep,
Micro,
Kron.
he's gonna lose a ship. That's pretty painful. He's probably gonna lose this one too. It's just really out of position. Well, maybe he keeps it alive.
See here, you got Ryuzaki causing some chaos at Steez's woodcutter camp. That's pretty good.
I mean this is good. This is kind of what they need. They need chaos to happen so they can kill their opponents.
Yeah, he's got 30 wood right now.
Yeah.
Gonna drop the city there. Does he see the horses? I don't know. He does. He's protecting his barracks though. That makes sense.
Citizens hitting the city, but well, no, he might lose a citizen because he's not paying attention. Oh, he does lose that citizen. It's pretty painful. As Lakota, losing citizens is even worse because that's your food income.
Kron's telling Old Monk to back off water right now.
I mean, I think they need to win water. I think like
they have to. If they don't
like
win
if they don't
water,
win water, the game's like pretty rough.
Yeah,
or
the game
like
ends.
obviously they can like triple somebody, but it's like it's really hard to coordinate that and get everybody in position because all their opponents are so close together. Looks like the micro is definitely spottier for AZ. They've lost 3 boats so far. Let's take a quick look at a units killed. Yeah, I mean, it's EL across the board. Steez has killed 4, Dave has killed 2, Boo has killed 2 and lost 1. And then everybody else on AZ has lost units. They're just like bleeding fishing ships and dog. Like it's Like, what is this?
Yeah.
What is he doing? Oh no. Oh, Kron, he's just running into ships to die. What is he doing? He's trying to target fire that ship, but he's gonna lose all of his ships in return.
Oh, fire rafts are out. I'm at 915.
Oh, okay, I'm at 908. David's gonna age up. I mean, they're losing water here. I think. I think they need to recognize that they're just getting out microed, and so need to push on land maybe.
Yeah.
Seems really hard for AZ to win here. They're just the micro is really spotty on this. Like they're just like not microing well. Like this ship is really low. This ship is really low. They're just like I don't think EL have lost a single ship.
Yep. Really good play from EL. AZ picked this map. I would have.
If you're gonna pick this map, I think you got to practice your water micro a little bit more because you can't be bleeding ships like this in the tourney game. But I mean, obviously it is like pretty tough because I imagine there's a lot of stress. This is game 3. If you're an AZ spot, if you win, you're put in a really good spot to get into top 8 because you beat one of the top teams. But obviously, the stars are really not aligning for them today.
No,
Raids in the back
not.
from Boo. He's got 3 archers on the Lakota Wood Camp. That's going to be really good. Yeah.
Yeah, Hull's just one of those maps where experience and just everything else like that, the small things matter more, so. Tough one. Let's see here. They're down early, but we said that last time, and then Easy just did some crazy shit, so.
Yeah.
Let's not knock him out just yet here.
Ryuzaki and Old Monk have aged. Maybe Ryuzaki can get something going with a bunch of raids in the back or something.
What do they see? How well they scouted them? They have not scouted Boo at all. Caesar's pretty well scouted. They see nothing on Boo's now. Not that Boo's really that... Boo, you can't really raid Boo. He's got the tower in the back on his wood line. His metal's in an okay spot. He's set. Boo's untouchable, and he's Japanese.
Yeah, I think he's fine.
And they're winning water. Hey,
Dave's gone Despot, really like that. I mean, there's really no point to go Senator, I think, because you're winning. You have all the rares, so you're gonna win the late game regardless.
Agreed. Yeah, maybe they'll go for a quick kill or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Let's see. Taking a look at the researches here, this is the same, so that's okay. Dave did skip his Civ though.
Yeah. I don't think he needs to because he's actually it's in his best interest to not Civ toward his opponents, so his opponents don't take a city.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. Also, he doesn't really need it. He's at plus 60 wealth because of all the fish he's using.
Yeah, true. I mean, he's going for mill 2, so he's got that. Wonder what the play is here. I think EL can sit back and boom if they want, but
Kron finally ages, but he's really behind. He did do the tower trick, so it looks like he's going to try to get aggressive. No, he's going to win water with galleys. Definitely an interesting choice. I mean, I guess that's their best option, right? Because they're not killing on land anymore.
I mean, they still have 2. They could take 3. They could have 3 fish uncontested. EL's not even bothering.
Yeah, this is a bit sloppy from EL. Just if they make a light ship, this is pretty easy to just patrol and make sure your opponents aren't using these.
They've got 7 Trimeres between the 3 of them in those docks.
Yeah,
that's a lot. I mean, I get it though. Like they know they're ahead, right? I'd imagine at this point, so they don't want to start the pot in the water because. Let's say you have giveaway 3 fish and you have 3 fish, people will kind of ignore it and say, okay, I'm not losing that, so they'll just focus on land, and that's what the PL's hoping for. I don't know.
Like,
I'm speculating. Here comes Kron anyway, though.
Old Monk's gonna go Despot. Kron he's going fighting water. Like, I feel like if Old Monk is French, I think the game's winnable. But given that he's Indians, I think it's not.
Yeah, agreed.
It looks like they're gonna push on this side, on the bottom side between what do you call it? Dave and Boo, or not Dave and Boo, Steez and Boo. fighting on water. Kron with 3 galleys. This is pretty good. I mean, he's queuing up fire ships to translate that wealth into stuff. And I mean, they're gonna lose when their opponents age up to medieval. So, pretty rough game.
Very rough game. Alright, so Dave is all up in their grill right now. Old Monk's grill. That's good. Old Monk does have an elephant, though, which is a pain to kill.
Yeah, in the water, it does look like Kron's galleys are as effective as promised. He is winning back the water.
Yep. A couple fire rafts, though. He just lost one. 1405.
Yeah, you're a little ahead of me. I'm at 1355.
Oy, 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 oy.
I mean, this elephant could definitely take a beating, but I mean, it's gonna go down eventually. Dave just has way more units than,
Yep, it's good micro.
Old Monk's gonna lose his elephant, maybe? It's close. Keeps it alive with like 4 HP.
Miyazaki let him know there's 2 of them over there, but, hey, that's weird.
Yeah, what's Kron up to? He has nothing right now.
Let the game begin.
I really feel like I think
Did you see Dave's chat? He said, I have no clue how, but I've been using Dai with 2 merchants.
Oh. I just noticed and deleted one.
But everyone said it's all good because it was a mistake, so they're playing it.
Yeah, they're
That's
playing it out.
Sportsmanship right there.
Yeah.
I guess that glitches the thing.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see here. So Dave is putting pressure on Old Monk, who has... Oh god, Old Monk's getting torn asunder.
He's getting
That's a lot of...
rolled here. I mean...
He's got 40 food, and it's all on the water, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Most of it's on the water. Yikes.
I mean...
Kron took back the water, though.
He did take back the water. I feel like if Old Monk had gone Senator, the game's playable. But again, he's Despot, so... I don't know.
I mean, we'll see what Kron has. Kron is... Well, he's made so many...
He's going Despot, he's going Mill. He has no
He doesn't have a
barracks or
barracks,
stable. On his left
Yeah,
side,
it's a tough
Ryuzaki's
game.
keeping them busy. He has a decently sized army, he's doing well for himself. Pretty good eco.
Yep. Let's see. EL is very ahead in terms of knowledge, so that's good. Good for them anyway.
Yeah.
What's the play here?
I mean, I think they need to deal with Dave. Dave has this is a really nice army. I mean, a French despot at this point in the game is like one of the strongest, sets of units you can have. These chevaliers are really, really strong. Way better than cataphracts.
Yeah, they are. And I think Old Monk's army composition is definitely not suited for it. He's got all archers.
Yeah.
Not great. Didn't think he had the gold for it, but I guess he does. Could use some phalanx there for sure. He's gonna engage him a little bit here.
It looks like Kron's losing water. He just can't fight 3 players at the same time.
Yep. Getting some fire rafts.
Yeah.
Kron went ahead and stirred the pot, man. He had the 3 ships. Told you, he stirred the pot. Didn't need to.
Yeah, Dave's still raiding on land as needed. I mean...
Oh, Kron's making some moves. Take a look in the back here. He's just making hoplites. He's gonna go for
I think he needed to do this way earlier, but it is a good move.
It could work.
I think he needed to not fight in water, actually. I think he just, if he builds hoplites, he might be able to take out Boo's capital.
That's true, yeah, because Ryuzaki's about to lose his second over here. I'm at 1706.
Yeah, I'm at 1655. You're just like a couple seconds ahead of me. They're gonna go for a charge. Ryuzaki just doesn't have enough units. There's no way he can hold this, right?
Well, I spoiled it, but
yeah,
yep,
it is taken. I mean, they're never gonna hold this. And Ryuzaki wisely choosing to back off. I think he just needs to go for hit and run tactics if he can.
Yep.
Maybe mass
raising
light horses or something. Yeah.
Should have probably started raising his Senate a lot earlier than that. A lot of pros, they'll just raise it when they build it, just to be safe. You don't really need it again until age 4 anyway, so it's annoying sometimes to have to rebuild, but yeah. it's worth
I'm
it.
surprised Boo doesn't have more defenses around his capital. I mean, Kron's been like AFK for a while. Like he hasn't been building more water because obviously they can see like there's a zillion ships in the water.
Let's see if he's about to see it. Let's see when he actually sees it, though.
Okay, I'm at 1743. Kron is walking in. He's gone Despot. He's walking in. There's no defenses here, so he's probably going to get a cap sack.
He has militia, though.
He does have militia, yeah. Scutari are pretty good, though.
Yep.
Yeah.
Boo
is militia.
Decent.
This could be good. I mean, obviously, regardless of what happens here, killing a lot of units is really nice. I'm at 1805. EL are going to completely clean up the water. All these fishing ships are gone. But the militia are pulled. This is 20 militia. I think they win against the fight against all these Scutari. Which Kron would turn and fight. I think he just needs to kill these militia if he can.
Yeah, he's going for the cap sack. He needs to stop and then just accept that he's going to kill
I mean, he's not going to get it. Yeah,
okay, well,
pretty unfortunate game there. He gets 1 kill.
Jeez, that's it?
2 kills.
God.
Yeah.
Oh, you need to turn and fight that earlier.
Yeah, I think if he had gone in the obviously I think Boo did not realize this was happening.
Yeah. I think maybe he needed more than 5, like you know.
Yeah, well,
because he had 2 more. He had 2 more on the pipe. Like the timing, if he had waited another 30 seconds with 7, he could have got the sack.
Yeah. And Boo is going to go back and respect the push, and so he's going to back off the right side. But I feel like Kron should have done this much earlier because, like, I don't know.
Free city for Old Monk though. He's definitely shook it up.
He is going to take the city. That's nice for him. But I think Dave still has a stronger army, even though Old Monk has 5 elephants. The Despot's just really not that great, and all of Dave's units heal, so Dave's just going to walk in and massacre the army.
They pulled his militia too. They pulled his militia.
Yeah, he just realizes he just kills the army, and then then this part is easy. It looks like it's going to be EL taking this one.
It's definitely not looking good. Let's see, Kron's trying to mess some shit up right now, but now Boo's age 3. So.
Yeah. I'm not really sure how. Obviously, AZ have a huge disadvantage going into this just based on their nations and the rares. Like, the game is really, really hard regardless. You know, I think, like, I don't know. I do feel like Kron trying to fight water was a bit pointless. Like, they're going to lose the late game regardless, so I think it's... Like, they got enough wealth out of it that they should just rush on land. And I think if he had invested in heavy infantry earlier on, maybe he can win, but now the game is really tough. Ryuzaki microing his heart out, but he can't win against the Steez, who's an age up. And that's going to be the game, I think. What a series.
Yeah, that's unfortunate that it happened like this on the 3rd one, though.
Yeah.
But fortunate for my sleeping pattern. Very fortunate for my sleeping pattern, so I'll take that.
Yeah.
But yeah. No. They were so close. Let's take a look at who else is in their bracket, actually. I'm very curious. Was that all? That was both Group 3?
Yeah, that was both a Group 3. So it's Meowz and Ale. I think, given how AZ have played this game, I think they definitely have a chance to
You the man.
To advance. I think, like, I was definitely more impressed with AZ than I was either Meowz or AL, in my opinion.
I was as well. I wonder if Meowz can take EL based on. Well, EL had a bad first game, I think.
Yeah.
I haven't really seen Dave on too much, honestly. I was wondering if they were shaking off.
They might be a little out of practice, but that's all right.
Yeah.
Kron says, "Let me have it to say I took Dave's cap once."
He tried.
Yeah. It was a good effort, you know. I do think this Indians pick really screwed them.
Yeah, I don't think it was just the Indians pick. I think that picking Watering Hole was
Watering Hole too. Yeah, they just like bled so many ships randomly in the water. So like, yeah. Anyways, that is going to be the game.
GG's.
My last option to use my chat skills. All right, GG's. Really well played to both teams in this series. I was very impressed with, well, basically everybody at some point, at one point or another. Really well done. Yeah, that's gonna wrap up today's cast, and I need to go to sleep because I'm really tired, and it's an hour past midnight here. So, yeah.
Yep, that'll happen. East Coast guy.
Yeah, seriously.
All right.
Hope everybody has enjoyed the cast. We'll be casting AS versus GAY later. So yeah, and that will probably be tomorrow or maybe Wednesday, depending on my schedule versus John's. So yeah. Anyways, see you all later. Good luck to everybody who's playing in who's still in the round of 16, playing the second round. I don't know when those are due, but get them done so we can cast them. Yeah. Hope everybody enjoyed the cast. This is AS Eat the Pair signing off.
This is